locally owned and heard throughout Georgia on the Extra app.
Movement in a critical waterway. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News. The U.S. says ships are beginning to pass as part of a U.S. operation to free up a key shipping lane.
A South Korean cargo ship was damaged by Iranian fire, President Trump says, but adds all other vessels have suffered no damage traveling through the Strait of Hormuz. The president announced Project Freedom to reopen the narrow waterway controlled by Iran since the launch of Operation Epic Fury in February. The commander of CENTCOM, Admiral Brad Cooper, says the operation is defensive and employing warships, dozens of land and sea-based aircraft, unmanned drones, and 15,000 service members to protect forces and commercial shipping.
Fox's Jared Halpern at the White House. Cooper says several small Iranian boats have been downed by the U.S. for attacking ships. Iran denies that. The U.S. denies Iranian claims that a U.S. warship was hit. This as the UAE intercepts several Iranian missiles for the first time since a ceasefire began last month. An apology from a federal judge over the jail conditions for the man accused of trying to kill the president at a D.C. hotel.
Ahead of Monday's hearing about Cole Allen's detention, his attorneys asked to cancel, saying they understand he's no longer on suicide watch in jail. But the judge, Zia Farqui, said no, he wanted to hold the hearing anyway. An attorney for the Justice Department said Allen's statements had indicated to jail officials that he may be suicidal, so he was held accordingly. The judge said he owed Allen an apology, that they should be able to get him into a portion of the jail with windows. He went on to say the January 6th defendants weren't held in 5-point restraints and all were given access to windows in jail, that a closed, padded, safe cell for those on suicide watch is enough to make one suicidal.
Fox's Jessica Rosenthal. Access to a common abortion pill through the mail is restored, at least for now, by the U.S. Supreme Court, reversing last week's ruling by a federal appeals court on mifepristone as the legal fight continues. America is listening to Fox News.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. If you're over 55 and with one of the big three carriers, like Verizon, you may notice they don't talk much about their 55-plus discounts. That's so customers like you keep paying their regular higher rates to boost their bottom line. You deserve better service. With 100% U.S.-based experts, better value, with plans starting at $20, and a company that's built for people 50-plus, like me. Not convinced? Give your current carrier a call. Ask about the 55-plus plan you've earned. See how long it takes to get a real person on the line, and if they try to talk you out of it. But if you want something better, call Consumer Cellular. We've got the same great coverage, and our U.S.-based experts can get you switched in about 20 minutes. Switch now to Consumer Cellular and get your second month free for a limited time. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com for your second month free.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
May the 4th be with you. Look out. It's only me. It's only the Kimmer with Pete Davis looking more like normal in the mountains of Macon. Beautiful, sensitive rehab center. Flounder the mechanical bangs record. And it's Tommy Fireball on the board today. What happened to Pete? He disappeared. Oh, there we go. It's in and out. He's in and out, ladies and gentlemen. There you go.
The old in and out.
The old in and out. That's right. Never mind. Hey, how you doing, gang? It's freaking Monday. We got sunny skies, and people are doing stuff, and we're doing stuff, and we're on the right side of the grass, and it could be worse, bad to the bone or not. Anyway, how you doing? It's 106.3. It's only we, and our number is 404-741-1230, 741-1230. I got a lot of. We'll talk about the weekend and stuff, and sports, and the Derby. A lot of things on the Kentucky Derby. Holy cow! Including something I did Google the big white horse jumping up the big. Holy mo! And again, if you've in fact, I'll talk about things like horse bites. I put a picture of me of a horse bite on my arm on Facebook and YouTube, and the picture of the bite was from a stallion at the stable a couple of years ago. It was through a leather motorcycle jacket I was wearing, and what you see, the scar, what it did in my arm, was through a heavy black leather motorcycle jacket. So that's what a horse can, you can rip that thing right off. Anyway, so we'll talk about some big stuff. We'll give away tickets to the Back Our Blue America to Make America Gala A week from Saturday, on May 16th. What's that?
Make America what?
Make America Gala.
I know, I came in and I heard you say you're gala, so it just made me think you're gay.
Make America Gala. No, that can't be right. Anyway, well, it says that's what it says here. Back our blue in America 2% the Make America Gala. I didn't write it. Anyway, and we'll talk about, by the way, and that was made the morning show, talk about how I think the smart one said he was afraid of horses because he didn't want to get bit. Yeah, like I said, hold my beer. Anyway, we'll get to that. We'll get those. In fact, are we doing this all week or what do we know?
Yes, all week. So we'll do today.
Wait a minute. I just saw something. This could be dangerous. You may have to go to Mr. Dickey. I don't think he had any idea. It says here, these are hard tickets. You have to come to the radio station to pick them up. We're going to give away tickets to this thing. If you come in here, they're going to have to tell them not in the afternoon. You would have to get them before 3. You know what happened the last time? All those hot babes who showed up and said, "Where's the camera? Where's the camera?" Remember that one hot babe, like a college girl, who threw herself up against a glass? For God's sakes. Does he have any idea what happened?
Her dentures fell out.
Oh, my, that was a... Well, those weren't dentures. Those were pasties. Yeah, and then it came out of my dream. Anyway, so you have to come to the radio station to pick up the tickets. So if you come after 3... And if you're a hot babe and you want to sit here on my lap and put your arms around me and call me baby, you're in, doll. Before I die, I swear to God. Of course, I don't have a bench seats in the car anymore, but that's all I ever wanted. Was in my 53 Chevy. Some pretty girl sitting next to me, all over me on the bench seat with her arm around my neck and calling me baby while I drive a 3-speed stick, 3 on the tree. Anyway, we'll give away tickets to this thing. It's at the Rustics Manor. That's where we did our show in Holly Springs that time, a couple of years ago, right? Yeah. Beautiful place. Nice. Really, really wonderful. It's right out in the middle of nowhere, and you don't even know it until you're looking for it, but it's a beautiful place. It's called Rustics Manor, and they're going to have a horse race, Rustics Preakness, they're calling it, carriage ride, silent auction, hot air balloon rides, dinner, drinks, live music, silent auction. And, it's really pretty cool. May 16th. And you can get tickets at backourblueinamerica2.com. Anyway, we're giving away a pair of tickets. You want to do it this hour? Maybe later on?
Yeah, we'll do it at 3:45.
Okay, well, and here's our number of when we do this. It's 404-741-1230, 741-1230. And again, you have to come and get the tickets if you want to go. Again, it's May 16th, Saturday, May 16th. At Rustics Manor in Holly Springs.
That's not this Saturday, the following Saturday.
Right. It's 10 days, 15 or whatever, 14 days. 12, 13, 12 minus 4. I'll carry that. No, sorry. By the way, we have all the news. We got. We'll talk more about that judge business apologizing to the would-be assassin for his conditions. Poor baby. Oh, he had to be by himself for a week? Ooh, how horrible. Anyway, forget. And by the way, you got a couple of really weird stories that have nothing to do with your basic national news, but I think are important. Also, the latest social media TikTok stunt is appalling to me. It's actually twisted my guts thinking about it. Hey, we'll talk about it. It's just, you'll hear it. You'll hear what they're doing. And in fact, I had to ask Flounder what the hell it even is. I didn't even know what that meant.
Yeah,
and I wonder, in fact, I don't know whether a Fireball Tommy even has ever heard that phrase too. In fact, Fireball Tommy, let me ask you this real fast. Hold on a second. Just a quick yes or no question. Have you ever heard of outfit transition videos?
I have not.
There you are. Anyway, so we'll get to it. And again, it's a horrible story because I've never heard of it. And I'm disgusted. God, if my daughter was in one of those things, I honestly got it. Well, I don't know. By the way, one more thing. We got a lot of newsy stuff. Spirit Airlines, they couldn't make it. That's all. You can't charge $60 for a plane ticket and a free car when they get to Birmingham and expect to make an airline successful. This had nothing to do with Donald Trump. In fact, it was Pocahontas. Elizabeth Pocahontas Warren is one who signed their death warrant a couple of years ago. And now she's blaming Donald Trump on gas prices. Please. The Spirit Airlines was going under for 2 years. And they can't compare because she killed the JetBlue merger deal. Anyway, all right, we'll get to that story. All right, so we got all this newsy stuff. We got high school girls. A guy shows how stupid they are. We got the DoorDash naked guy video trial. Oh my God! And Donald Trump blowing up ships in the Strait of Hormuz. And one more thing here, Flounder, since you're in management now.
Not really.
Well, I think you're an assistant program director, sir. I mean, I know you have a place to park. Okay, come on, you're killing me. No, but sir, now this is new on my cover sheet.
I put that there.
Have we always had a voicemail?
We had one for a while and it just died down. And I know sometimes people would leave. We called it it used to be called the Biden wine line. And then
I have not been. I didn't even know about this number. Should I be giving this number?
I mean, if someone, I put it there in case.
Well, we could play them. Oh my God, this is a great idea. Yeah, this is modern day radio. Nobody calls a radio station, but they love to leave a message or go on YouTube. Okay, so you YouTubers, we'll try to look you up, and people love to leave messages. So we have a voicemail, and if you leave a voicemail, I'm going to play it.
Wait a minute. You've been complaining about Clay and Buck doing this.
I know.
Now.
Well, it's a new thing. Now it's on the list. It's on the list.
It's on the big board.
It's on the big board.
Put it on the board.
You're going to see everything. Here's our voicemail number. 404-995-5600. 404-995-5600. 995-5600. And if you leave a voicemail, and if it's disgusting, we're not going to bother editing it, obviously. We're not going to spend the time for it. But if you leave a voicemail, I'm going to play it. If it's for me, if it's not, we'll pass it on. Anyway, I didn't know you were doing that. So fine. So that's very exciting. All right. Pete Davis, how you doing? I mean, you're looking better. You sounded better. You look like you're up and about. I mean, things looking good after your horrible aorta Hardy thing going on there.
Well, the degenerative gambler that's in my life right now.
I know.
Saturday decided to drive us up to Harrah's up in Murphy, Harrah's Casino in North Carolina, which is only like 40 minutes from my house. So it's it's really convenient. And it's a wonderful place, a great place.
Yeah. Okay.
And we get up there, we're going to make Kentucky Derby bets.
All right.
I was going to text you guys and say what horse you want me to put $5 on for you.
I would have given you a little something, sure.
And we get up there, and you cannot bet on horse racing in North Carolina.
At a casino? How can you not bet a horse race at a casino?
That's a state law, I guess.
I'll be darned. Well, actually, I don't have a problem with that, honestly.
Well, you can bet on anything else.
Actually, you know what? I take that back. I can see if a state outlaws horse racing in their state.
Right. Like we do.
But how could you prevent somebody from gambling if something happened in another state?
Now, is that Churchill Downs,
at a
Kentucky
casino.
Derby in control of that?
I don't know.
Are they in control? Because you can go on something that they kept promoting.
You would want them.
TwinPeaks.com or something that you could bet, but not in Georgia. You can't bet online in Georgia on anything.
Yeah. Well, again,
so North Carolina, Mississippi, New Mexico, and Texas are some of the states where you can't bet on horse racing.
I'll be darned. Even at casinos. I mean, that seems a little hypocritical. I mean, I'm glad I don't. Again, gambling. And by the way, we'll talk about this for a second. You guys may think I'm wrong, and it bothers me. In fact, I mentioned something the other day where there are stories now about teenagers, and I see these ads all over the place of celebrities pushing new gambling sites. There's a million of them. And, the daily thing on your phone and the daily, get the app, there's like 50 different of these new, and they're all, there's gambling everywhere. When you turn into freaking ESPN to talk about the Derby, they spend 25 minutes on the odds. I mean, they're more concerned with the odds of who's going to, it's unbelievable. Eddie Olczyk. I was in Chicago when Eddie Olczyk got drafted by the Chicago Blackhawks. He was a superstar. I think he was the number one pick, if I'm not mistaken. He was a monster star back 82 or 1 or whatever it was. Anyway, and now he's their key horse racing guy. And he's out there talking about, in the sloppy conditions and the weather and the jockeys and the thing. He's got the odds and all this stuff. And I'm thinking, everything is gambling. Everything is gambling.
I saw his name. And I go, is that really
That's Eddie Olczyk. Yeah, that's a hockey star.
Oh.
I knew him. I used to interview. I watch him play. I've interviewed him.
You'll be glad to know that I won $30 on the Wonder Woman slot.
Did you? I'll be damned.
Yeah.
We were talking about that earlier in the week.
Yeah. Yeah.
She does this big video starts, and she dances and twirls, and they sing the Wonder Woman song, and you just sit there and watch. It's captivating, tell you the truth. I did not win on the Monty Python and the Holy Grail. They have one of those slots. I didn't win on that one.
Oh, my.
But they have an Arthur Treacher's Fish and Chips.
Slot machine?
No, an actual restaurant.
Even better.
It's delicious.
Their wives to love them. Little round things. Little round things. Fish.
Hush puppies.
Hush puppies, yeah. It wouldn't come out.
Fish. The tartar sauce was fantastic.
Arthur Treacher's. And what was the other one, too? I like the other one, too.
H. Salt Fish. Remember H. Salt Fish?
Yeah, I do. All right, we're fine. 3:15. Holy smokes, it's Let It Rip Monday. 106.3. How you doing? Look out. Here we go. Stand by.
You can stream Atlanta's only conservative news and talk station while you work at extra1063.com. Get the latest from the Morning Extra, The Kimmer Show, and Neil Boortz. And stay connected at the office. That's xtra1063.com.
Atlanta's a world-class golf city. But let's be honest, sometimes Mother Nature has other plans. Lightning storms, summer heat that feels like a sauna. There's got to be a better way to play golf on days like that. That's why there's Atlanta Golf and Social, your indoor golf escape on the West End just off the Beltline. Step into the bay and experience TrackMan Tracer technology. Dial in your swing data and unlock your scoring potential. Whether you're a weekend golfer or a daily driver, join the club and enjoy unlimited golf with flexible memberships. Then head into the Clubhouse Pub, open for lunch through late night. Chef Zeus leads a craft kitchen serving fresh farm-to-table dishes with global flavors and healthy ingredients, all paired with a full bar of cold beers, curated wines, and handcraft cocktails. Atlanta Golf and Social has everything for golfers of every level to enjoy, and it's family-friendly too, perfect for parties. It's one of Atlanta's premier spots for corporate outings and private events for up to 100 guests. Book your visit and learn more at atlantagolfandsocial.com.
Hey, it's Tug. Chuck and the team at Central Heating and Air Conditioning are bringing back something I love. Their 6th annual Christmas in July, benefiting Skyland Trail right here in Atlanta. Skyland Trail does incredible work helping people facing mental health challenges get real, lasting support. And Central is proud to give back to a community that they've been serving since 1947. Now, here's the part I like. It's easy to help, and it actually helps you, too. When you sign up for a Central maintenance agreement, they'll donate $10 directly to Skyland Trail. And on your side, you'll get priority service, seasonal tune-ups to help prevent breakdowns, and better efficiency, especially now that the Georgia heat's kicked in. It's one of those rare wins where you're taking care of your home and helping someone else at the same time. Central services all makes and models. With them, you're never a number, you're family. Call 770-GET-HEAT or go to centralheat.com to sign up today. Carrier products, carrier warranty, carrier peace of mind. Central Heating and Air Conditioning, delivering carrier comfort for the world we share.
We're smart, we care. We're Central Heating and Air.
I'm Patrick Brown, former Army Ranger in the United States Army. Like many service members, I had to make difficult choices when leaving the military, and the most challenging thing was finding purpose in a new phase of life. Housing, employment, education, way too many decisions and no idea where to start. That was until I met the Warrior Alliance. They made it simple. They listened and quickly connected me to the services I needed. And like a trusted friend, they even followed up to make sure I was squared away. Change a veteran's life today by donating at thewarrioralliance.org, helping warriors navigate to success after service.
Georgia Tech football season tickets are now on sale. Secure your seat in Bobby Dodd Stadium at Hyundai Field to watch head coach Brent Key and the Yellow Jackets take the field in key matchups versus Colorado, Tennessee, and ACC foes. Has a man wide open over the middle, catches the 15, and cruising in for the touchdown. 52 yards, and they made it look easy. Visit RamblingWreck.com/tickets to get your tickets today. Sting 'em.
A simple act of generosity changed everything. A journey from alone and abandoned to one of the most successful businessmen in Georgia history. Here's Rick Jackson.
I spent Christmas Eve alone in a children's home. When I woke up, a Good Samaritan had left me $100.
Rick Jackson knows what it's like to go without. That's why he'll fight career politicians who talk about cutting income taxes and property taxes, but never deliver.
Unlike career politicians, I know how some extra money can change everything. That's why I'll freeze your property taxes and slash the income tax in half.
Conservative businessman Rick Jackson will deliver the Georgia results that failed career politicians never will.
I'll get you a boatload of your money back, or I won't run again. It's as simple as that.
The conservative outsider who will deliver real tax relief. Rick Jackson for governor. Paid for by Jackson for Governor, Inc.
I'm so sick of all these cheesy lawyer billboards. You might be too. If you're injured in a car crash, you don't hire a lawyer because they're sweet or strong or the biggest. You hire a lawyer who is recognized by their peers as one of the top lawyers in the state. You hire a lawyer who's going to listen to you, fight for you, and has the case results to prove it. That lawyer is me, Bruce Hagan, the people's lawyer. I've been proudly selected by my fellow lawyers as one of the top 100 lawyers in the state for 21 consecutive years as a Georgia super lawyer. Hagan-law.com, Hagan-law.com.
Da-da. Look out, look out. I like this song. One of my favorite Stones songs. I'm not a huge Stones fan, believe it or not. Trust me. I'm sorry. I know. I'm a huge Beach Boys and Beatles fan, and I would put Stones like third or fourth in the row. But they're one of my, and I like this song. Start Me Up. That and Not Fade Away. They did that one too. I like that song, Not Fade Away. Didn't they do that one?
They covered it. They covered that.
Well, I like their cover then, whatever it is. Anyway, Kimmer, Pete, Flounder, and Fireball Tommy is on the board here today. And by the way,
you got to come out with a nickname for him. His name's John.
Well, there are so many. I know. Well, the problem is, it's just, I'm trying to show a little love because it could be a lot of different things. The guy's many, many things. But now he's leaving us. He's going to the morning show. And do I understand this correctly?
No,
they're going to turn on him. They're going to kill him over there. Huh?
He's going to the morning show to train, and then he'll be back with us 2 days a week.
Oh, God, well, I was going to say, gee, I bet they're not going to make him a cookie. Did you have your cookie yet?
I'm saving it for second hour.
Oh, there you go. Well, if it's warming up, you can get a refrigerator back there. You can put if you want to. You don't like it cold though, do you?
No, it's fine.
All right. Well, it's better cold. It's your cookie now, mister. What am I talking about? I'm losing. I'm telling you, I'm just losing. I don't even know what I'm doing. But this is the Stones, and on this day in 2016, after Donald Trump's campaign played "Start Me Up," was after his victory speech celebrating his path to the GOP nomination 2016, the Rolling Stones asked Donald Trump to stop using their music. Because they hate him. They hate what he stands for. He's a Nazi. By the way, he's the worst Nazi ever. But anyway, freaking Stones. Yeah, go back to your own country. And by the way, we beat you, okay? How about that? Yeah, whatever we can do for you now, since you're, like a bunch of freaking pansies. And by the way, that Sturmer can kiss my foot. What a woke freaking pansy. Their prime minister guy over there, Britain.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. All right, hold on. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. Well, I meant to yell a little. All right, our birthday list includes the formerly lovely Mary McDonough. Mary McDonough is 65. She was the little redhead ginger girl, played Erin on The Waltons. Mary McDonough, 65. Here's a little today. And, where's Mr. Phone? Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. Got all calculated here for a second. Here, hold on. 4-2. All right, here. Oops, today I had a message here from my buddy Kevin's going to be very happy. We got. Oh, by the way, we're going to talk a lot about airline stuff too. By the way,
you let him know I'm going to need some airline tickets.
A little something you can do for you. How about a quick upgrade, maybe? They actually one day. In fact, this is really weird. It's about me, so it's an ego thing. So I apologize in advance. Years and years and years ago, it had to be 10, 15 years ago, I was flying to Denver to see my kids, and there was a woman, there was a woman who was a steward, an airline flight attendant, and I'm trying to think of how this worked, who was a big fan of the show, and God, how the hell did this work out? So I'm sitting in my seat, and I hear an announcement by the stewardess or the flight attendant on the airline, and it said something about saluting our veterans today, including a Marine, Kim Peterson, who was so-and-so, and she didn't know that I know what it was. I know what it was. She had heard that I was going to be going to see my kids, and she said, people fly this airline, we salute our veterans, including including a guy on the radio you may know, Kim Peterson's face going to be flattened out. And I was on the plane, and she didn't know it. It was the damnedest thing, but she's called out my name, and I was so freaking crazy about it. Now, what the hell was I talking about that got to that? Airline stories, the Spirit thing, and two other things on the airlines too come into the news today. First of all, this is an important day in 1994 in a groan-inducing moment on the floor of the British Parliament. A lawmaker uses a pun that will spawn its own holiday far, far away from the halls of government. Quote, May the 4th is an appropriate date for a defense debate. My researcher, who's a bit of a witch, said that it should be called National Star Wars Day. A member of Parliament talking about the film Star Wars rather than President Reagan's defense fantasy, he said, May the 4th be with you. A very bad joke. He deserves the sack for making it, but he's a good researcher. The guy was, of course, May the 4th be with you. The principal of the Force be with you, heroes in the wildly popular Star Wars movies. The franchise, it was just 3 films way back. The pun was Margaret Thatcher took office in 1979, repeated it many times to the extent that May 4th is Star Wars Day by Lucasfilm, Disney, and fans all over the world. Star Wars Day events in the 2010s. One of the first was the Toronto Underground Cinema. Rights to Star Wars franchise. Disney started observing Star Wars Day the next year. Special events. 2015, celebration Star Wars Day in space. The International Space Station. Star Wars, they watched Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Rather than limit their celebration to just one day, fans can choose to observe Revenge of the 5th Day after Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. Although many hold that the Revenge of the 6th is a better pun. So I don't even know what to tell you. But anyway, may the 4th be with you. So there you go.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
What do you got?
Okay, I think Flounder would make a good CP3O.
We're picking characters from Star Wars.
He's skinny. Kimmer, you're going to be Han Solo because you shoot from the hip
I'm
all
just
the time.
talking and stuff and whipping around my sword. Yes, it's true. Well, now let's see. Now, Pete Davis. Pete Davis could be... let's see. Pete Davis has got to be... You got to be the big robot.
No, I got to be Yoda. No, I got to be Yoda.
Oh, you could be Yoda. Yeah, you're like... Yeah, no, he's Yoda because he's got all the... like a memory thing for all those trivia games. Yeah, you'd definitely be Yoda. That would be True It Is, or whatever he does.
And True It Is.
He's the backward guy, right?
Yeah.
And now Fireball, what are we going to have? Fireball would have to be running around like
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan
He's
Kenobi.
Obi-Wan because he's very silent and quiet.
Very quiet. Speaks with authority.
Respectable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And we and now the chick.
Chewbacca. Who would be?
Chewbacca. Okay.
How about that crazy?
Chewbacca would be our promotions director, Mike Key.
Mike, people don't know Mike Key is a problem, but he would be a wonderful. You got to tell him.
Hairy guy.
And he's on the thing there. He has a lot of hair. He's like a total hair print.
All right,
and then
Mike the engineer. Who
C-3PO. You know,
that's
all the electronic stuff. Yeah, but he knows
R2D2.
all the electronic
R2D2.
stuff. That's what I meant. R2D2. That's what I meant. Yeah, R2D2. Yeah. I mean, C-3PO was the guy I was thinking that would be Mike.
I'm going to be Han Solo.
Yeah. Well,
No,
I'm
that's
sorry. Grasshopper, we really...
Then I'd be Luke Skywalker. I'd be Luke Skywalker.
You could be Luke.
I'll be Luke.
Oh, yeah, you could be Luke.
I'll be Luke.
That's true. You could be Luke. How about Princess Leia?
Well, that's my girl. That's my sales girl. She lets me call her baby. And by the way, I'm not going to interrupt. If she walks by while you're doing sports, I'm not going to interrupt anymore to talk. I'm going to blow her kisses, but I'm not going to. Well, it's rude, and I shouldn't do it. But I can't help it. When she goes by and she makes a point, and the last time the other day, she had freaking braids. She had those, golden Heidi, Finland, freaking Netherlands braids, and looked like a little girl putting her finger in the dime. It was just she's so beautiful, little golden braids all the way down her thing there.
Pippi Longstocking?
Yeah, something like I don't know the names, but Pippi Longstocking sounds familiar. Anyway, and she lets me call her baby, and we get high fives, and I bring her lollipops every day. I bring her 2 lollipops, different lollipops every day.
Wasn't it Hans Brinker who stuck his finger in the dike?
I think that was Hans. The skating guy. I think it was a skater, and he saw the dike leaking, and so he plugged that old dike, and by golly, everybody was happy. I think there was a book about that.
I had a record from
Almost
Disney.
Positive.
A Disney record.
Yeah, didn't Disney do a ride? Basically?
Plug
the dike.
Plug the dike.
The Dyke-a-rama right here.
They closed the maelstrom to open up the Dyke ride. They took away our gnomes.
Silent G.
The trolls and gnomes are gone.
How about a good news story? Want to hear a good news story? There's a little doggy in France named Lazare. Or maybe Lazare, probably not. Lazare. Lazare is a continental toy spaniel. And the toy spaniel Lazare had to be put into an animal refuge when his owner died. Lazare's name translates to God aids. He's a well-meaning, curmudgeonly kind of an older pup, but he's doing okay. The vet says he's going to do fine. And the reason that he had to go to the shelter was because he outlived his owner, because Lazare is apparently the oldest dog in the world. He's 31. 31. A dog. Now, obviously, the smaller the dog, the longer their lifespan, generally speaking. But still, there's a toy spaniel, 31 years old. They dated his original registry, checked his pedigree, French pedigree, December 4th, 1995, 31 years and 150 days, thereabouts. Reached the Guinness Book of World Records. They said, yep, he's the oldest. We used to have a dog named Ophélie Boulot, who was 29. Oh, no, I beg your pardon. The other dog was, now I hate when they do this. Let's see. By the title of the dog, he beat out the current record holder, a dog named Bluey, who passed away at the age of 29 back in the 30s. Lazare has a brand new owner. That's the good news. 31-year-old dog. And his owner died. He outlived his owner. And so his new owner is a 29-year-old woman. And she says, I don't care about him that old. I adopted him because I love animals, and there was an instant bond between us. It was unthinkable for me that he should end his life at the refuge. He needed a loving family. He follows her all over the apartment. He's in good health. Everybody's happy. And she saved that dog. And by the way, she said there was an instant bond between them. And again, I get trapped in that freaking rabbit hole. Do you guys get those reels on your phone where they have people sitting around in a circle and then let a dog out to see who he picks as his new owner? Oh, my God. And they jump in some lap of some old, and oh, God. I mean,
that's AI.
I know it's all fake. It's like, the brand new Mustang. That's not the brand new Mustang. I mean, anyway. 3:31 or so. All right, we got Fireball's got us going here. All right, we're fine. Here, look out. There we go.
Stream Atlanta's only conservative voice anywhere you go with the Extra 106.3 app. Now equipped with Apple CarPlay. That means you'll always have Extra's crystal clear HD stream right on your dashboard no matter where you are. Download the all-new Extra 106.3 app now and start streaming.
Well, you can see it. You can definitely feel it. Hey, Georgia heat. A little cooler today, but it's sure coming this way. If your siding's worn out and faded and failing, now's the time to fix it because we got a deal for you. Peach State Windows. Jeff, my buddy for 25-something years I've been working with and trust him. And by the way, when I was doing my final house here, Hardy Plank is my favorite. And Peach State Windows has a deal on siding that you're going to love. Premium cement fiber Hardy Plank siding. 1,000 square feet for only, wait a minute, is this right? $6,985. 1,000 square feet for $6,985. Holy cow. And that's removal of the old stuff, installation, professional paint. And how about this? How about 0% financing for 12 months? Holy cow. He knows about Georgia heat and humidity and what stands up on our homes and stuff like that. No halfway job. This is start to finish, job done right the first time. Holy smokes. What a deal. Here's a number, 770-485-8011. PeachStateWindows.com.
Jaron Solomon here, and if you want to absolutely win Mother's Day, listen up. Now through May 10th, when you make a purchase at Solomon Brothers Jewelers, you can receive a free Big Green Egg grill with qualifying purchase. And this year, for all of you out there who have taken us up on this offer before, you also have the option of a brand new Traeger. You give mom something timeless, and you get the grill everybody wants. Visit Solomon Brothers Jewelers or book your appointment at solomonbrothers.com.
Here today with Evan Ward from Atlas Retirement. And Evan, I know you've been quite busy in the office these days. So let's talk about some of the things folks are calling you most about here lately.
Well, Kevin, the biggest thing people are really talking about right now is retirement. And I look at retirement as a journey, not a destination. The goal of almost everybody out there is to grow and preserve a tax-efficient portfolio so they can actually enjoy their retirement. And that's why I partnered with Market Guard. I get a lot of the same questions. Evan, when do I sell? When do I hold? And if I sold, when do I get back into the market? In my opinion, that's market timing. And in my experience, market timing, it can be quite confusing. And we have to look at it and allow the math to do the work.
Everybody has a different appetite for risk. So where does Market Guard fit in?
Well, if you want asset preservation and you don't want it to go down due to market volatility, we have portfolios that are designed for this. But if you want to participate in those larger markets, Market Guard can also offer more stock and aggressive portfolios for those that are looking for that kind of strategy. And here's what I propose for our listeners today. For the next 10 callers, we're going to do a Market Guard portfolio comparison, side by side with what you're currently doing, and we'll show you how your 401k and other investments are doing. And we'll make recommendations, and then you can see the difference between Market Guard and what it can do for your portfolio. After that, you decide if you want us to do a complete retirement plan. So give us a call today at 678-736-7799 and ask for your complimentary Market Guard portfolio comparison.
Again, call Evan Ward with Atlas Retirement. That number, folks, 678-736-7799. And you can pick up your complimentary Market Guard portfolio comparison. That's 678-736-7799. Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor.
Hey, it's Front Office Los with Tom, the honest car guy. Let's talk about the new way to buy a car in 2026. Tell me how you can save clients thousands of dollars in this process.
I got a customer here, Jeff Everhart. I met him today first time because I delivered his 25 model Honda Pilot, fully loaded with only 16,000 miles on it. Jeff, answer Los's question about that one.
It was actually shocking. I mean, you hear the advertisements, you want to believe it, and then when you go through with the sale, and there's no extras, there's no dock fees, there's no storage fees, no transportation fees. The price I was given was the price that I paid plus their honest fee. I did save thousands of dollars, and it was a very quick sale.
Well, we appreciate that.
And did it from my living room.
Did it from your living room.
Friends, if you're in the market for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, get an honest car buy from the Honest Car Guy. You pay what we pay, plus an honest fee, and we back that up by giving you the bill of sale. That's our transparency guarantee. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME, the number 1, or visit honestcarguy.com.
Atlanta, it's Mark from the Safe House. The legacy of Joe Biden lives. His open border policy let millions of illegal criminals stream into our country. We continue to have customers visit the showroom and report that they have been victims of break-ins and lost their hard-earned and irreplaceable items. So don't be a victim. Drive by the Safe House showroom and see what real security looks like. Picture yourself placing your valuables in a Fort Knox safe. Now that's real protection for your priceless valuables. Drop by the showroom or go to AtlantaSafeHouse.com.
The Morning Extra, starting your day the right way. Weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m.
What is the impeachable offense? To think, and this is where I asked my leftist brethren, it took you 7 days to get rid of Eric Swalwell. You've had 10 years for Donald Trump. Do you really think the next one is the one that's going to do it? If they didn't make you, they can't break you. Politics made Eric Swalwell. That's why politics killed Eric Swalwell.
Atlanta's only conservative news and talk station is Extra 106.3.
Look out, here we go. Stand by. Yeah. Kimmer Pate, Flounder, Tommy Fireball on the board, and Metallica in court. Yes, the Screamers Metallica on this day 26 years ago. Metallica demanding that online music service Napster cut off 335,000 users who they claim were illegally trading their songs. And Metallica had all their names. They passed on 335,000 names of people stealing their stuff over the internet. It was an ongoing battle over the protection of music copyrights on the web. And eventually they ruled that Napster could not do that, correct? I mean, Napster got shut down. I mean, I saw the Social Network movie. Saw the whole thing. And now that singer guy played the Napster guy.
Elvis Presley.
No.
Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake. And Justin Timberlake played the Napster guy. And the girl, I think it was a funny scene. And so, Tommy, did you ever see Social Network, the movie?
A long time ago.
Yeah. And Flounder, did you ever see Social Network?
Yeah. So Justin Timberlake is playing Sean Parker.
Sean Parker, that's right. And then the blonde, and the reason it was so funny was because there was a scene where he's in bed and there's a girl with him and she's getting up to go to the bathroom or whatever. And she says, well, what do you do for, I don't even know you. And he says, yeah, well, she says, well, you're not like a kid, are you? He says, no, I'm not a student here. She says, God, you're not like a teenager. She said, no. And he says, what do you do? And he says, well, I'm an entrepreneur. And she says, well, what do you preneur? And he says, well, it's something. He said a little company called Napster. And she said, oh, I thought Sean Parker did Napster. And he says, nice to meet you. So she just slept with him all night. Didn't know his name or anything about him.
She said, I slept with Sean Parker.
I slept with Sean Parker.
You
nice
slept
to meet you.
on
Sean Parker. And and you majored in trombone. I think it said she's walking with her little panties or something. And that was that blonde girl from. Also was in 40-year-old virgin. No, 40-year-old virgin, and went to a Pittsfield High School with my old golfing buddy. What the hell is that girl's name?
That wasn't Elizabeth.
No,
Banks.
no, that's not Elizabeth. It was the other one. The girl in 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, Dakota
Jennings. Dakota Johnson. Yeah, the Miami Vice guy's daughter.
She's not blonde.
Well, she used
Dakota's
to be.
not blonde.
I don't remember. I don't know anything about girls. What do I know about girls?
Have you seen, speaking of girls, Dakota Johnson, have you seen the new trailer for the one with, what's her name? She's a Catwoman with Christian Bale.
No, I have not. A new movie?
Anne Hathaway.
Oh.
It's a vampire movie, and they showed them making out.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I'll be able to watch that. I'm sorry. She's an attractive girl, a little skinny.
She's also in, I guess, The Devil Wears Prada 2 just came out.
Oh, that's right. I'm surprised Hollywood's still making movies. Well, I guess, they have to. Anyway.
Really. They don't need to make box office movies anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Streaming and everything else at some point.
Companies like Netflix and Hulu and all those, yeah.
They'll get their money. Our birthday list, did I do anything yet? Did I mention? Yeah, I did. Metallica. Okay. Our birthday list includes Randy Travis. Randy Travis is 67. Country superstar, had a massive stroke in 2013, and I don't think he's still performing. But he said Randy Travis 60. Is he the guy who did that song, the Girls Like Country Boys? He got a pickup. She's sitting in the middle of a pickup truck, went home to Daddy from North Carolina, and now she loves country boys or something like that.
I think he's most famous for Forever and Amen.
I like that. Forever and Amen. Yeah, that's a good country song. That's a good old down-home country song. And kind of religious, so that's a thing about down-home country. There's a little religious thing to it sometimes. All right, sir. And one more. Kind of a happy story. I think this is nice. I think it's good, and I think it's nice. 1989. Well, not this part of it. The second part of the story. First part of the story. On this day in 1989, Lieutenant Colonel Oliver North, United States Marine, is convicted of aiding and abetting the obstruction of Congress, destroying classified government documents, and receiving an illegal gratuity as part of the Iran-Contra scandal. The destruction of classified documents charge was overturned in 1990. And then, by the way, the former Marine, always a Marine once you're a Marine, Oliver North, at the age of 81, secretly married his former secretary who testified in the case, Fawn Hall. Oliver North was 81. She was 65. They got married last year, secretly in Virginia. They reconnected in November of 2024 when Oliver North's wife of 56 years, Betsy, passed away. And Fawn Hall went there, and they met and just, hit it off. And when he was asked by reporters concerning the marriage that he was 81 and she was 65, and it was his former secretary, Oliver North, when he was asked about the marriage, he said, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn." About the reaction to it. And Fawn Hall previously was married to Danny Sugarman, who managed the Doors, and they were together the entire time until he died in 2005. And I think it's sweet that two people in their later years, whose spouses passed away, were able to reconnect and find love in their later years. And he was 81. Hell, I still got a chance. In fact, incredible. This next break, we're going to be giving away the tickets to this thing coming up, and you have to come down to the radio station to pick them up because it's like a hard ticket. And it could be that some hot babe wins the tickets, coming in here, sees the Kimmer, we connect right through the glass right here. I'm looking right there. Right there.
Yeah, just like old times, like prison.
That's the worst kind of surprise sex there is, by the way. Surprise sex is always, except prison. That's anyway. All right, 3-4. It's 3:45. We're giving away tickets next. 404-741-1230. Tickets to this thing called the Back Our Blue in America 2 at the Rustics Manor a week and a half from now. Not this coming Saturday, but the 16th of May. And 2 tickets, and you'll have a ball. It's got lots of stuff going. We'll talk about it. Okay, Kimmer Pete Flounder and Tommy Fireball in it right here. Look out there. Here we go.
Extra 106.3 is focused on the issues that matter most to you. Inflation, housing costs, healthcare, and taxes all shape the political landscape nationally and in Atlanta. And President Trump continues to fight the good fight so you'll have the chance to live the American dream. Proud to be the conservative voice of Atlanta. Extra 106.3 FM and the Extra app.
Join Daniel Matalon, CEO of A Second Chance Bail Bonds, and co-host Tug Cowart as they bring together law enforcement, justice insiders, and voices from every part of the justice system, victims, advocates, and people who've turned their lives around. It's not PR, it's not fluff. It's an honest talk about what's working, what's broken, and how to build a better path forward, one second chance at a time. Tune in Saturdays at 10 a.m. or listen to the podcast anywhere. Justice Unfiltered. Unfiltered, informed, and unbiased.
So you got into an argument. Things got heated. Then a fight broke out, and it landed you in jail. Now what? You need A Second Chance Bail Bonds. They can get you or your loved one out of jail quickly, in most cases, in a few hours. So make the right call. A Second Chance Bail Bonds. It's better to know us and not need us than need us and not know us. Call 404-BAIL-OUT. That's 404-BAIL-OUT or online at atlbail.com.
In a time when everything feels political, one place must rise above it all: the courtroom, where the law rules and integrity matters. In 2020, Georgians came together, electing a justice who believes in protecting our courts.
I'm Georgia Supreme Court Justice Sarah Warren, and here's what I believe. I believe in the rule of law, the separation of powers, and a judge's limited role to interpret the law as written. I believe in a nonpartisan judiciary, impartial judges who don't advocate for political positions or outcomes. I believe in deciding cases without bias or favor, treating everyone with dignity and respect. As a justice on your Supreme Court, I've upheld these values. With your support, we'll maintain the integrity of our courts.
Vote to re-elect Justice Sarah Warren. Vote early starting April 27th or on Election Day, May 19th. Paid for by Georgians for Justice Warren, Inc.
Hey, it's Front Office Lowe's for Howard Brothers. Howard Brothers has everything for your yard, but did you know they're serious about grilling too? Let's fire up the grill with top quality spices, sauces, and all the accessories you need to keep things cooking from Howard Brothers. Whether you're using charcoal, wood pellets, or propane, their team can help you bring the flavor every time. Skip the big box stores and visit the grill experts at Howard Brothers, Duluth, Lula, and Oakwood.
Braves.tv brings you can't-miss action from your NL East leading Braves. For a limited time, get the season package for just $64.99. That's every pitch, every night, live or on demand for only 55 cents a game.
Mendelson tries to close the gap. A walk-off winner.
The sale ends May 10th, so lock in this offer now and watch your red-hot Atlanta Braves all season long on Braves.tv. Atlanta Braves Baseball. We are Braves country.
Great. Another auto repair. You took it to the dealer, and now you're starting to panic. They say it's going to cost thousands and take weeks to complete. So don't fall for the tricks. Take it to Vicks. From simple oil changes and tires to transmission replacements and collision repair, you can count on Vicks Auto Care for honest, affordable service. Vicks Auto Care on Roswell Street in Marietta. Visit them today at VicksAutoCare.com. That's VIKS Autocare.com.
Hey, this is John Flading from ATL Turfco. We're a family-owned and operated independent local company here in the Atlanta area. We've been in business for over 15 years. We install several different types of artificial grass. One is landscape, which looks like real grass for your lawn. The next one is pet turf. Pet turf is a little bit shorter than landscape, and it's more durable. And the other one is putting greens. If you can dream it, we can build it. Just go to atlturfco.com to schedule an appointment.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a super fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. But wait, there's more. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be switching to an American wireless company that's committed to keeping 100% of its customer service in this country. I appreciate that. In fact, that's why I switched. I also appreciate the way they support our vets and our skilled workforce. Dial pound 250, say micro, and get unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. That's pound 250 micro. Stop paying twice what you need to pay for the service you want and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
Oh, God.
Gunshot right now.
Oh, jeez. Hey, anybody got any drugs? Oh, sorry. No, that would be wrong. Shot of tequila? I don't know, something. Chardonnay.
A muffle?
A cork. Oh, God, Alanis Morissette. Well, there's nothing in this song that's ironic. Not one thing. Raining at a wedding? That's not ironic. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. 1996, Alanis Morissette. 6 weeks, number one. Thank you for turning it down a little bit. No, you can do it. People love the song. I guess it's just me. I know it's me.
Well, this, we got Trump Live.
Let's go Trump Live. Trump Live, small business. Let's see.
I always like to correct, because if I don't correct, then the papers, the media goes crazy. He made a mistake. Well, the official number is 48 years. I say the worst in history.
Talking about Iran.
The 48 years. I say it was worse than that. But in many ways, 48 years sounds worse than in history. I don't know why. But it was 48 years or worse. It was in Biden inflation. This is what I inherited. And now we had it down where just prior to the war, the inflation was 1.4%. And for 3 months, over a 4-month period, it took me a little while to get it down from the levels it reached. Biden added $6 trillion worth of new regulations and created an estimated 356 hours of paperwork every year for small businesses. You know what that means better than anybody? It means no good. Their policies punish hardworking citizens, and our policies protect you and reward you. And also, we have to have something else that I think is good for your businesses. We are respected all over the world now, again, as a country. We were laughed at. We were a joke. We were a total joke. Right, Rick? I see Rick, my television star over here. He's been with us from the beginning, haven't you? Like, maybe from the first speech. A long time, right? Thank you.
It's a businessman's meeting.
I thought he was talking about Iran, so before.
And you're doing good with your shop?
I think he's talking about inflation.
I know you're doing good on the television camera, so that's maybe more.
Like 10 years.
That's good. That's great. Thank you, Rick.
Small Business Summit.
Last summer, I proudly signed the great, big, beautiful bill, the largest tax cuts in the history of our country, and boosting millions of small businesses. Thank you. boosting millions of small businesses. We passed no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our seniors. That's big stuff. And we add that to the package that we approved in my first term. We had the best financial years in the history of our country in my first term, and I think we're going to blow them away this term. You know, in this term, we have $18 trillion being invested in our country. And if you look at the last administration, they had less than $1 trillion for 4 years. We have $18 trillion during 11 months. The 12th month hasn't come in yet in terms of the numbers. But in 11 months, $18 trillion investments. We have auto plants being built all over the country, AI plants we're doing, and we're leading China in AI. And I'm going to go see President Xi in 2 weeks. I look forward to that, but I'll say I'm leading. We have very friendly competition, but it'll be a very important trip. We provided 100% expensing and bonus depreciation, which is tremendous. One of the biggest things that you have. I mean, it's people have no idea how big that is. The businesses do, so that businesses can deduct 100% of the cost of new facilities, equipment, and capital investment in the first year. It used to take 38 years of deduction. Now you get it done in one. You can take one, so you can expand. I think that's what made us so successful in the first term. But now we have it for a 10-year period, so you have it for a while. I really was going to make it for a 1-year period. That would mean you spend all your money immediately. Now, unfortunately, I gave you too much time. I was sort of against that. I said, let's do it for a shorter period of time, but we did it. It's the right thing. And this way, when I get out of office in, let's say, 8 or 9 years from now, I'll be able to use it. I'll be able to use it myself.
There you go.
And to ensure that you and your family can keep your businesses in the family, we virtually eliminated the unfair estate tax or death tax for farmers and for small businesses. So, you know, oftentimes you build, I mean, I just met some incredible people. They have beautiful businesses, small businesses. They want to have their children. Those businesses were all long-term. It was, the father was there, right? We're just talking about with the beautiful pretzels. I said, pretzels, oh, those look good. I wanted to take some right now, but I didn't want to be rude and rip your bag apart. But the businesses they've been in business for a long time, almost every one of them. And you pass away, you want to have your children take over your business, they work in your business, and they got hit with estate tax, or
you want to do a Flounders Funnies?
Tax, but we call it
well, let's come back. He'll probably take questions later. We'll come back. Let's do that. Let's do a Flounders Funny, and more with Donald Trump. You know, he's never gone live before. It's incredible. No president's ever... Sorry. Here's a little Flounders Funny for you. Here we go.
I grew up around very few Jews. I went to a Christian high school in Atlanta, Georgia. Very preppy, very waspy, just like a on 3, 1, 2, 3, states' rights. Like it was that kind of, you know. Our mascot was Andrew Jackson. It was that kind of. It's only racist if you're well read, but it was. Yeah.
Oh man!
It was like old money. It was like all the kids had last names as first names. The girls were named Reagan mostly, but the guys' first names. Townsend, Whitaker, Chambliss, Matthews, with an S. I'm Matthew. He triple word scored my name. That felt personal. My favorite was my first day there. This guy walks up, just tall, all-American, big smile. He goes, "Hi, welcome to Love It. My name's Spalding Walters." No, it's not. That's the LLC, I'm pretty sure. What are you, one person or the two guys who heckle the Muppets? Spalding Walters, huh? Where are your friends Ritz-Carlton and Courtyard Marriott? Where are they hiding? Huh? Hey, isn't it fun, by the way, how rich white people, their name is 2 last names, but poor white people, their name is 3 first names? You ever know? Like, hi, my name's Jimmy Johnny Jeremy Jr. But you can call me JJ. That's too many J's. Jews can't do last names as first names. Just says, hi, Goldberg Greenberg. Have a very have a tequila or whatever.
Have a tequila?
I digress. I was the only Jew at a Christian school. I was bullied. I was called names. I was excluded because I was a Jew. And then my senior year, we had a new student. He was also Jewish. and within 2 semesters, he was class president and prom king, which that is a rough way to learn that your classmates are not anti-Semitic.
By the way, Lubbock is where I sent my stepson, the barman.
One of the most expensive private schools in Georgia.
To Lubbock School. I used to do the carpool when I was doing the afternoon show, and I would take them to Lubbock, and I would just sit and be quiet, and I'd pick up all the kids going to Lubbock. And in fact, I will say this now, I never took advantage of it, but there were a couple of mothers on the trip when I picked up the kids who were kind of hitting on the Kimmer. Which, of course, that's back when it wasn't quite as hideous. Anyway, the Lubbock School. Boy, thanks for the memories. Anyway, all right, here we go. It's almost 4 o'clock, and we got it all. It's all coming up with Kimmer, Pete Flounder, and Tommy Fireball right here on 106.3. Look out, 4 o'clock.
WFOM and W292EV Marietta, a Dickey Broadcasting Station. This hour is presented by Atlanta Safe House.
A ceasefire is tested. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News. The United Arab Emirates accusing Iran of a dangerous escalation and unacceptable violation after intercepting multiple Iranian missiles as the U.S. continues Project Freedom, which began early today, aimed at guiding stranded ships through an enhanced security lane in the Strait of Hormuz, as a U.S. blockade also continues.
The United States is not trying to stop any sort of merchant vessels who are going through the Strait of Hormuz. They're actually trying to help these vessels make their way through this area, despite the Iranian threats. It's the vessels that are coming from Iranian ports that are being stopped. And we're talking about a lot of oil that is currently in the Persian Gulf that now the United States has control over when and where it moves.
Fox's Trey Yingst in Tel Aviv, Iran insisting it still controls the strait. The CENTCOM commander, Admiral Brad Cooper, says the U.S. sunk several Iranian small boats while also defending against missile and drone strikes.
The cruise missiles were going after both U.S. Navy ships, but mostly after commercial shipping. We defended both ourselves, and consistent with our commitment, we defended all the commercial ships.
He says more than 100 land and sea-based aircraft and 15,000 service members are extending a defensive umbrella across the strait. President Trump just beginning a White House event with small business owners.
You're the lifeblood of the American economy, and with your help, we're truly making America great again. We're doing record business.
Even with what he calls a detour to Iran, saying again they can't be allowed to have a nuclear weapon and predicting oil prices will go down rapidly when the conflict is over. But they've been surging today, and the U.S. down. The Dow, I should say, down 557 points at the bell. California's top insurance regulator just accusing a second insurance company, State Farm, of violating state law while handling claims from last year's deadly L.A. area wildfires. America is listening to Fox News.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. If you're over 55 and with one of the big three carriers, like Verizon, you may notice they don't talk much about their 55-plus discounts. That's so customers like you keep paying their regular higher rates to boost their bottom line. You deserve better service. With 100% U.S.-based experts, better value, with plans starting at $20, and a company that's built for people 50-plus, like me. Not convinced? Give your current carrier a call. Ask about the 55-plus plan you've earned. See how long it takes to get a real person on the line, and if they try to talk you out of it. But if you want something better, call Consumer Cellular. We've got the same great coverage, and our U.S.-based experts can get you switched in about 20 minutes. Switch now to Consumer Cellular and get your second month free for a limited time. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com for your second month free.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Look out, here we go now. 106.3 with the Kimmer, Pete, and Flounder, and Tommy Fireball on the board for another day, and then it goes to morning show tomorrow for a few days, so that will be checking in with him, of course. Anyway, how you doing? Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Stevie Ray Vaughan singing here, coming up in a minute. Not right now, of course. Tomorrow it's going to do. 1989, Stevie Ray Vaughan set out on what would be his last ever tour at the Orpheum Theatre in Vancouver, British Columbia, 1989. Stevie Ray Vaughan was killed in a chopper crash in 1990 after a concert at the Alpine Valley Music Theater in Wisconsin. There we go. Little Stevie Ray. There we go. I've never heard this take. Mary Had a Little Lamb. Does he actually do the whole Mary Had a Little Lamb as a rock song? I'll be damned. Anyway, our birthday list includes George Will. George Will is 85. George Will is a great baseball-style historian. I've always admired his work talking about baseball things. I'm not as much a big a fan about his take on current affairs or what America should be about or anything else like that, but that's my own opinion there. But anyway, he made it. He's 85 years old. That's a pretty good sign. And by the way, anything new on Rudy Giuliani? He's still alive, I think. He's got pneumonia, critical condition, and he's in his 80-something or other, and I think he's hanging in there.
He's on the roof.
He's on the roof. Rudy's on the roof.
That's another punchline that we can't tell the rest of the
Oh, and Rudy's on the roof. Oh, and the midget was on fire when I got here, officer. I swear to God. And on this day in history, 2010, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Do they call her Julia Louis-Dreyfus? Louis is her name, and Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Anyway, she became the 2,407th star recipient on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, but her name was written as Julia Louis-Dreyfus. She took the misspelling in stride, saying, quote, "The misspelling was so perfectly apt, a great metaphor for show business. Right when you think you've made it, you get knocked down. An ideal metaphor for how this business works." And she did receive a second and a corrected spelling of her name. So, yeah, there's a scoop. All right, here we go. 404-741-1230. We have it's Bobby. We have a Bobby winner who won the tickets to go see Back Our Blue in America 2 Make America Gala event coming up on May 16th. Not this coming Saturday, but the week after this Saturday. Rustics Manor in Holly Springs, and they're honoring fallen police officer Joe Burson. It's a proceeds and benefit the scholarship fund in Holly Springs, Cherokee County Police Foundations. They're going to have a dinner. You'll have dinner and drinks and live music, a silent auction of all kinds of special prizes, carriage rides, hot air balloon rides, plus live Rustics Preakness horse race, and then a viewing of the actual Preakness race on May 16th at the Rustics Manor in Holly Springs. You can get tickets by going to Back Our Blue in America 2. Let me see, wait a minute. BackOurBlueInAmerica2.com. Bobby won the tickets to go, and they're also giving a pair of passes as well as a whiskey glass with a commemorative thing on it, and a special edition Back Our Blue challenge coin. You guys know what a challenge coin is, right? I got mine. This challenge coin, hold on a second. I'm holding it up now for the YouTube people. It's a heavy, large coin, giant coin, like as big as a silver dollar, and it's got, unit things on it, stuff like that. This is from the United States Marine Corps Sergeant Major of all the Corps, not many years ago. Anyway, 404-741-1230, 741-1230. And also, was I mentioning all the violence in all the commercials of the political candidates these days? The morning show has been doing and will be doing interviews with political candidates, and I think this week, I think it may be Thursday, Rick Jackson's on for, I think, a whole hour at like 7 o'clock in the morning. And I think they've got Burt Jones as well scheduled. They had Vernon Jones today. Vernon Jones used to be, when I built that mansion with that palace for a certain somebody in Brookhaven. Brookhaven was in DeKalb County, Atlanta. It was an Atlanta address, but in DeKalb County, not Fulton County. Very strange little segment there in Brookhaven. And he was my representative. And so, in fact, back in the day, Mike Rose, you remember Mike Rose, Pete Rose, you remember Mikey our producer, and he used to joke that whenever he went anywhere, if there was an event, and he was involved in anywhere he went, Vernon Jones was there. It was without a question.
Yeah. We had a Christmas party once.
He shows up,
and I get on the elevator, and I'm like, "Oh,
hey,
how you doing, sir?"
Vernon, what's going on?
Vernon Jones was there in the elevator.
Yeah,
holding court
everywhere. Anyway, so a morning show because I got
America's guest, Vernon Jones,
which is great. He's got this message out, so fantastic. 404-741-1230, 741-1230. I know just quickly the Alanis Morissette story. The word was on her that this was back in 1996. She was 21 years old. Alanis Morissette became the youngest ever recipient of the Album of the Year at the Grammys because of this stupid little pill and you ought to know and stuff like that thing. Anyway, for the record, and. There we go. Okay. Now, another weird animal story here today. And then we got a couple of really bizarre stuff. Oh, and also, a horrible social media thing is popping up on TikTok. Just makes me sick to my stomach. And we'll get to that here in just a second. First of all, I did not know that Ohio is one of the most famous spots in history for spotting Bigfoot. Or Sasquatch, or whatever you call it. Yeah.
Horse crap.
Sasquatch making a comeback after a half a century of silence, a new brood in tow. Apparently, he's got a family. In Northeast Ohio, the gloomiest part of Buckeye State, ripe with Bigfoot sightings since March. There's a whole family of the damn things. There are pictures of hulking footprints scattered between Youngstown and Portage County. They're estimated like 17 inches long. You'd have to be 7 feet tall to have feet that big. They have described a creature that people have seen between 6 and 10 feet tall, completely covered in dark fur. The Sasquatch people in Ohio ranking Ohio 4th in the nation for purported Bigfoot sightings. The latest one was 1978. This winter was categorized as one of their worst in history, so Bigfoot sightings are spiking, which they think means that Bigfoot's family had to move where there were better conditions for weather. The Sasquatch habitat may have been flooded out, forcing Sasquatch and his family to get closer to civilization. Could be rearing young in the area, or, they want to move on. There are recordings of howls which don't match any known animal, and they've given the screams a spectrograph test, and the screams are pegged higher than a baboon. There are sightings including a pair of hikers who recalled the beast turning with its shoulders rather than just turning its neck. And that's a hardcore, important detail, which Bigfooters realize is pretty crazy. And one guy who saw the thing says, "I know what I saw. I don't know what I saw, but I know what I saw." Nobody has been able to get a photo. I'll be damned. Now, see, here's what. Okay. You see this thing right here? See this little thing right here? This little phone. Everybody's got one. And I guarantee you, I take pictures of horses every weekend, and I'm always getting pictures of a horse who decides to lie down and roll, or they're jumping up and down and fight play and stuff. It's just, everybody's got a phone. How could you not have a picture if you saw the thing and you could see stuff? And come on, please.
Set up a wildlife cam in the forest.
Well, that's the other thing. You'd think there'd be actual... Well, actually, there have been those, but people are thinking those are fake, too. That people know where they are, and the fakers want to go. But again, I totally agree. With satellite photographs, for that matter, how can you not ever see everything?
As someone who lives close to the Bigfoot Museum...
Yes, yes, you do.
And has been there...
Yeah.
I'm calling horse crap and throwing the horse crap flag on Ohio Bigfoots.
Really? How about any other? Why do you say that? And compared to any other Bigfoots, or what?
There's just too many people in the Northeast, in the Midwest, and it's not enough land. There's not enough forest. Like, they could hide in the mountains of the Pacific Northwest. They claim they could hide here in Appalachia, or maybe not. But on the open plains?
Yeah, I know.
Actually, the part of Ohio this is in is a heavily forested area. And
it is? Okay.
And it's not heavily populated.
Yeah, it's desolate. They say it's the most desolate area of Ohio.
This is not the suburbs of Cleveland. This is more towards the Allegheny Mountains.
More toward West Virginia and toward there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, see,
I'm not saying there is or there isn't, but that is a
Yes, you are.
You can write out.
Call him a dirty liar. Say it.
Yeah, say it. Go in there and slap him.
Well, I'm not seriously. It just occurs to me that with satellites everywhere, don't we have? Isn't there some way to take pictures of basically every spot in America?
They can read your newspaper that you're reading in a cafe.
They could spot, from space. They could see a dime on the New York City sidewalk and tell you what date it was. So how can we not know if Sasquatch is roaming around the freaking mountains?
They know.
They know. They're
there
not
isn't one.
telling us. Dirty. I run you right now.
The bog monster, that's true.
Well, the bog monster.
The swamp thing in South Carolina, that's true.
Well, who's to say?
The bog monster in Arkansas, that's true.
Have people, geographically logged and mapped every square inch of this country?
Is it Champlain or George that has Champy? Yeah, Lake Champlain has its own Loch Ness monster.
That's up in New York and New York State, yeah. Lake Champlain, yeah. Didn't they have the Olympics up there?
Well, to the west there, and what's the name?
Where'd you go to the Olympics? Didn't you go do Winter Olympics up there somewhere?
I went to Olympics in L.A. and here, but I did the bobsled run up there at, what the hell's that name? Well, the hockey team won in 80.
I know.
Lake Placid?
Lake Placid.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking of. All right. Well, I will figure it out. All right, holy cow, it's like 4:15 already. Anyway, how you doing? 404-741-1230, 741-1230. If you'd like to join us, and why not? Beautiful Monday afternoon. How you doing? 106.3?
It's time for the Bortz Report, exclusively on Atlanta's only conservative news and talk station, Extra 106.3.
Okay, let's have some fun here today. Bill O'Reilly, his show on Fox. He was milking a controversy he created in Georgia about a high school prom. Butler, Georgia, Taylor County. In Butler, if you want to have a party and it can take place in the Pizza Hut, you're good to go. But if you want to have a high school prom, there's no place for it. So they don't have one, unless they drive to Americus or something like that. So some students at Taylor High School got together and said, we're going to have our own party. And they did. Condemned because, I suppose, some black parents said, well, my child wasn't invited to that prom. It wasn't a prom. It was a privately organized party. But Bill O'Reilly needed some cover after he suggested at a talent show he was hosting that some black kids may be out in the parking lot stealing hubcaps. See, the story gets complicated. So O'Reilly had me on his show to get my opinion about this so-called whites-only high school prom. His argument was that the students organized it while they were at the school. Well, that's like saying if a guy asks a girl out while they're at homeroom, that means that date is a school function. Yeah, right. So O'Reilly was mightily upset because nobody was paying any attention to him. I had fun with him. But at one point I said, it looks to me like you're just looking for cover for this hubcap. At which point Bill O'Reilly said, you know what? You are a vicious son of a boop. Yep, he said the word. That was the end of my appearance. I got in the car and headed home. On the way home, a phone call from Sean Hannity. Hey, Sean, Neil, what in the hell did you just do to Bill O'Reilly? Oh, man, what a wonderful moment. Look, you can go on YouTube and you can Google Bill O'Reilly calls Neil Bortz a vicious son of a and enjoy the whole thing. I still love watching it. Neil Bortz, Extra 106.3.
Well, you got your sunshine, you got your water time, sprinkling stuff and everything. Beautiful planting season. And if you are a builder and contractor looking for wholesale landscaping supplies, Stovall & Company, Paul and the boys, Tripp and Devin, they got like 11 locations, latest one up there in Canton. And I love talking about these guys because they have everything, the flowers and the plants and the trees and the shrubs and the seed and the sod and irrigation and also cement things to help you out for an outdoor fireplace or a kitchen by the pool or stuff like that. And on-site job job right now, delivery if you need it. This family business does it the right way. And if you need something special, they don't have it, tell you where to get it. StovallInc.com.
Atlanta's a world-class golf city. But let's be honest, sometimes Mother Nature has other plans. Lightning storms, summer heat that feels like a sauna. There's got to be a better way to play golf on days like that. That's why there's Atlanta Golf and Social, your indoor golf escape on the West End just off the Beltline. Step into the bay and experience TrackMan Tracer technology. Dial in your swing data and unlock your scoring potential. Whether you're a weekend golfer or a daily driver, join the club and enjoy unlimited golf with flexible memberships. Then head into the Clubhouse Pub, open for lunch through late night. Chef Zeus leads a craft kitchen serving fresh farm-to-table dishes with global flavors and healthy ingredients, all paired with a full bar of cold beers, curated wines, and handcraft cocktails. Atlanta Golf and Social has everything for golfers of every level to enjoy, and it's family-friendly too, perfect for parties. It's one of Atlanta's premier spots for corporate outings and private events for up to 100 guests. Book your visit and learn more at atlantagolfandsocial.com.
I'm Patrick Brown, former Army Ranger in the United States Army. Like many service members, I had to make difficult choices when leaving the military, and the most challenging thing was finding purpose in a new phase of life. Housing, employment, education, way too many decisions and no idea where to start. That was until I met the Warrior Alliance. They made it simple. They listened and quickly connected me to the services I needed. And like a trusted friend, they even followed up to make sure I was squared away. Change a veteran's life today by donating at thewarrioralliance.org, helping warriors navigate to success after service.
It's official. President Trump has endorsed Burt Jones for governor.
Burt Jones has been an incredible leader. This man has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him win.
Burt Jones is a trusted Trump conservative who's leading the fight to end Georgia's state income tax.
He's going to make a great, great governor. You will be very happy, Georgia. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement.
Paid for by Burt Jones for Georgia.
That's right, baby. It's the Bee Gees. Here we go. 1979, hitting big time on the British singles chart. Night Fever, for one thing, hit number one. Bee Gees. 1978, their third number one. And the theme from the film Saturday Night Fever. Night Fever, song number one in America for more than 2 months. The Bee Gees, 1978. And by the way, in case you hadn't heard it before, it's true that doctors will tell you if you're giving somebody chest compressions to help them suffering from a heart attack or a stopped heart or something, the beat to keep is Staying Alive, Staying Alive. Pump, staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. That's the beat at which you should pump a heart chest.
All right, the beat you're doing is completely, Jeff, get the, type in staying alive and that should pop right up.
Staying alive, staying alive.
You were going, how many people have you killed now?
Not by hand. Can you find, is he getting it? Or
yeah,
do we
see
know?
if you can.
All right, but this is Staying Alive, and you'll see this is the beat. Here we go. This is the Bee Gees Staying Alive. If someone's collapsing and has... Go ahead. Can you hear it? You got it? He doesn't.
Or type in the Bee Gees and it should...
Oh, here we go. Bum, dum, bum, bum, stay, bum, dun, 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 punch, punch, beat, beat, push, 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 push. That's the beat. Boom. Push, push, push. And I see him strutting down the sidewalk.
CPR right now in there.
That's right.
Save someone's life.
Anyway, thank you, Tommy Fireball.
Do not do it to the beat of Johnny Cash's Hurt.
No.
You'll be dead. And
ain't going to work. Let's see. By the way, I have coming up, I'm deciding when to do it. I hate to save all the stuff for later, but I have a musical birthday list coming up and a musical history note today. Oh, I'm kind of, I don't know.
Oh, the King of Teas. Right
I know. I'm getting kind of excited. I'll do one of them at like quarter and a half, like quarter of 5. I'll do, and then the other one maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I'm so excited.
Nothing makes radio managers more happy
drag them in. The kids, it's all quarter hours, my friends. Now, again, actually, I have no idea right now, but it used to be, and I've been doing this for 60 freaking years, okay? So, and it used to be everything is quarter hours. Everything is quarter hours. So you do your traffic at, 7:19, not 7:08, because, you already do when you want to bring them over to the next quarter hour from, 0 to 15, 15 to 30, 30 to 45. Those are all quarter hours. And you need to drag a listener into more than one quarter hour. And the more quarter hour, that's how they used to rank the ratings. Were done by quarter hours. And I have no idea in fact, I don't have any idea how they rate radio stations anymore. Is it meters? Is it phone calls? Is it? I wonder. I don't know how they judge and rate the numbers of people listening to radio stations. I don't know.
I think it's they still use the PPM,
which is what.
The peeper meters.
Meters on your radio on your. I mean, but they put it on your car. I mean, how
that? I don't know.
Basically, what you have to do.
Never seen one.
Okay, now, and here's Tommy. Tommy, Jeff actually knows this stuff. I think, right? What's the deal?
You're sent a meter instead of a diary. You're sent a meter, and anytime you come across a radio station, all radio stations now have a subaudible tone that runs through the whole signature.
Yeah. So is that what shows the name of things on the radio, for example?
No, it's just put into the signal. So when you pick up a radio signal on that meter, it tells you what you're listening to.
All right. So now is the meter just put in your house somewhere, and anytime what about your car?
It's given to you to take with you wherever you go.
Aha.
Okay.
Now you're assuming they're going to do that.
They're going to do that. Yeah.
Who gets it? Because in my entire life, I've never known anybody to have one. I've never seen one.
Yeah, well, good, because if you know anybody in the radio business, they won't give you one.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as a diary.
Most of the people I know are not in the radio business.
Yeah.
I've never heard anybody say they have
in my life.
But if they know you, they can't get one. Because part of the screening process with Nielsen is, do you know anybody who works in the radio? If they say yes, they don't get one.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but still, I still know a lot of people who have never worked in radio, and they've never heard of anybody who got a meter either. So, I mean, and again...
I've been a Nielsen family twice.
Oh, really? For TV?
Exists.
Oh, I'll be darned. That's really wild. That's rare, too. Anyway, so I guess it's, you take it with you. So, theoretically, you're supposed to have, an accurate... record of exactly what you were hearing and when, and that's how they sell their advertising. So if advertisers want to know whether you listen at night and who's listening and all that kind of stuff, so that's how you make. But it used to all be quarter hours. That's where this whole thing started. And I don't know. I assume they probably still do. They measure by? Do you know?
They've actually reduced that because people are not listening as long anymore.
Really? Used even more?
Because we got so many things to listen to.
Well, that's it. And again, that's radio has been a dead medium compared to what it used to be.
Well, the other thing is you also when you're doing podcasts, like a radio rebroadcast over the internet.
On a podcast, yeah.
They give another little signal for that. So if you listen on the radio, they can tell I'm listening on the radio or I'm listening off my phone.
Yeah. Now, what about apps? Can they tell who's listening on an app?
Well, that's the app knows that.
Okay, yeah, but do the Nielsen or the whoever who does ratings anyway?
Nielsen's the only one
doing radio ratings.
Yep.
Now, do they know about people listening on apps? Can they count apps?
They might be able to. I'm not sure.
Well, see, that's the thing. We're an app radio station. So we need to make sure they can count the freaking apps because we have millions of listeners.
All right, when we get home, you call the Nielsen number.
I'm going to call the bastards right now.
Nielsen number and you
hey, let's you scumbags. How about a little something for the effort? So, there'll be no cash, but on your deathbed.
Total consciousness.
Total consciousness. So I got that going for me, which is nice. I got it. All right, 420. So we haven't done any news. I haven't done anything. I haven't done a single news. I've done like one story, the doggy, and I did the beast in Ohio. That's all I've done. Let's see. Did I even do a birthday? I haven't done anything. Did we come back? I haven't even done anything. My God, man. I'm sorry. Let's see. You got a couple of sports birthdays?
Yeah, you did a birthday.
Yeah,
so then you teased that you were doing music.
You know what? Let's do that. Let's do this. This is really appalling. In fact, Pete, I didn't ask you this question. I asked the other folks, including myself. Have you ever heard or do you know what is an outfit transition video?
No.
Have you ever heard that? No idea what that is? And I asked Jeff, and you had not heard outfit transition video. I asked Flounder, and you also had not heard of the phrase outfit transition video. Either had I. Now, it's huge on TikTok, which is why I had never heard of it. I don't go on TikTok. Now, if there's a news story about TikTok, I'll open it up, and but I don't go to TikTok.com or whatever it is you get to go on TikTok, so I don't know this stuff. But there's a TikTok trend. An outfit transition video is apparently when Flounder found one and showed it to me. It's when it's for TikTok people to do clicks to watch, and it's like 3 or 4 young girls will be singing and dancing at the Rome Piazza Festival Parade, and then all of a sudden, boom, they transition into wearing sombreros and running with the bulls or something. And I guess when you're switching from social media one thing to another, I guess that's what Flounder, would that be a way to describe it?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing. Okay, keep that in mind. I'm going to play you something now that is what these new people on TikTok are using as background audio for their outfit transition videos. In other words, when they're doing videos, checking around and jumping around, having a little fun, going from one place to another, boom, 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 cut, real quick, they're using the sound of this for the background, if you will.
Counting or not counting gang violence? Great.
That is the sound of the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Play it again for me, Jeff, if you will, sir, one more time for TikTok videos.
Counting or not counting gang violence? Great.
That was the sound of Charlie Kirk getting murdered. And these TikTok viral videos are using that sound in the background for their transition in their video outfit videos. I can't believe it. I mean, seriously, it's not just, like 1 or 2 people. It's everywhere on TikTok. It's all over. Well, Turning Point USA is going, you've got Erica Kirk. I mean, you got to be kidding me. He was a victim of real political violence. They murdered him. And you're hearing the sound of it and the people screaming because of it. You're hearing the bullets going to Charlie Kirk's face and his neck. And they're using that for TikTok videos. And by the way, TikTok says, that's wrong. Probably. So we're not going to. We should freaking TikTok. We'll take that. Yeah, we got to take that down there because that, these freaking people, they're morally superior to all people celebrating and laughing at the death. They have no decency. They're soulless.
I think what it is it just makes it seem like it's nothing, like it's a cartoon or it's not real. Because now that you mention it, when you flick around, you see these men and girls, they do this thing and they clap their hands or something, and then you hear a gunshot. Yeah. And all of a sudden, they're teasing like they're going to be naked, but they're not. They're in a bikini or something like that. And it's a gunshot that goes off, and they replace, it seems, the gunshot with this.
It's unbelievable. Laughing at... I mean, it's an assassination.
Slow class.
His final moments, gunshots and screams.
It's not low class, it's classless. I mean,
they're turning it into dance video fillers for clicks.
I brought him up wrong.
I mean, seriously.
I bet most of them don't even know where it comes from. They just think it's the latest sound effect to throw in.
Don't they have parents or families? Don't they have people who say, wait a minute now, what are you thinking? I mean, there's by the millions. And they're loving it.
It's all right.
I don't. Anyway, dirty laundry, all right. 431. Kevin P. Flounder and Jeff, otherwise known as Tommy Fireball. 106.3. How's it going? It's freaking Monday. Look out. Here we go. Kevin just asked me to go to the...
What did he say?
He wanted me to...
Start your day with Tug and Los on the Morning Extra from 6 to 10. Then it's Glenn Beck, Clay and Buck at noon, and the Kimmer Show on your ride home from 3 to 6. And hang out every night for Jesse Kelly at 6 and Jimmy Fela at 9. And stream it all live in crystal clear HD on the Extra 106.3 app.
Let's be honest. All cars and all car dealerships are not created equally. So when you're buying a new Toyota, you're not buying a vehicle, you're protecting a major investment. That's why where you buy matters. For over 50 years, Marietta Toyota served our community with the reputation built on straight answers, real accountability, and doing business the right way, proudly here since 1975. They have realized since day one that giving the customer the best deal possible, more car than they thought they were going to get inside their budget, that's how you keep people coming back. Here's the difference you won't hear everywhere. Every new Toyota comes with our nationwide nationwide lifetime powertrain warranty. That's valid for unlimited time and unlimited mileage as long as you own your Toyota. That's long-term confidence backed by Toyota quality and, of course, supported by Marietta Toyota, a dealership that will be here after the sale with service and genuine Toyota parts on Cobb Parkway South. Visit Marietta Toyota on Cobb Parkway South, about 3 miles north of Truist Park. MariettaToyota.com. Visit Marietta Toyota. We've been here and we'll be here for you.
Nationwide lifetime powertrain warranty included with every new Toyota purchase. See dealer for coverage details, exclusions, and requirements.
Time now for the Retire Wise Report. James Parker here with financial advisor Sean Maloney, founder and CEO of Retire Wise. So when we go through days or weeks of volatility in the market, Sean, it's hard to know what to do. What can you tell us?
The biggest thing is don't panic or make immediate decisions with your money. Take those emotional concerns out of the middle of it. Look, markets cycle regularly. Market corrections and bear markets are a normal part of the cycle. They're just part of the plan that are going to be accounted for. If you feel nervous when you read the headlines about big drops in the market, you might not know enough about how your money is positioned. That's why it's important to get the right guidance on a financial plan for your retirement.
Tell us about the offer you have for our listeners.
All right, so now's the time to start, folks. Looking ahead and identifying if you have too much risk in your portfolio. That's the first thing. We have a helpful little resource for our listeners today. We call it the Retire Happy Framework Toolkit. You can get it today by calling or texting WISE to 770-802-2200. My team helped put together this just for you, and it's a complimentary guide. And the center of this is a copy of my latest book, The Priority of Retirement, plus guides on major topics like investments, Social Security, income planning, taxes, and so forth of the key components of retirement. So if you want to get this information in your hands today, call or text WISE to 770-802-2200. That's 770-802-2200.
Take advantage of this offer and get your Retire Happy Framework today. Just text WISE to 770-802-2200. The team at Retire Wise will get you your Retire Happy Framework to you right away. So just call or text WISE to 770-802-2200. Investment advisory services made available through AE Wealth Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. Firm does not provide tax services.
Babe, can you knock out my honey-do list today?
Oh, I know. I told you I'd get to it this weekend.
Hi, I'm Chris Lalomia, owner of the Trusted Toolbox. I can't fix your marriage, but I can fix your house. With our handyman for a day service, we'll handle those drywall patches, that door that won't latch, the leaky faucet, and the wood rot all around your house. The whole punch list, done fast, done right. You keep your weekend, she gets the house done. Everybody wins. Book your handyman for a day at thetrustedtoolbox.com. One call, one handyman, one day, the Trusted Toolbox.
We're going to have a meeting about this whole
Kimmer Show.
adding up, totaling the things I come up with at 5:30 in the morning, or list of
stories
things to check on, and sometimes you don't get to them because things change. It's a day
12
of news
stories.
Well, those are issues, ideas that I wanted to expand on for our show.
How many you think you've done?
8.5. I got to number 9. Let me look. John Ossoff, a high school student. No, I didn't get.
Flounder is saying 2.
I don't think I got to 2.
I did 2. I did 9.
Yeah, well, somewhere between 2 and 9.
The official count is 6.
Oh, my God. I have no idea. Well, I'm pretty impressed with that, I got to be honest with you.
Now, this is not only things you sent to Flounder, but it's things we discussed when we talked to each other.
Okay, so it's a little different there.
Yeah, it's a little
Add a few things in there. Let's say it's 436. Our number is 404-741-1230, 741-1230. Can repeat, Flounder, and Tommy Fireball is on the phone, thing at least for today, and then he's going to the morning show from off for a few days. So, yeah, no, he's, they're going to turn, just be careful because they love that Bryce. They won't let Bryce in here anymore. It's over. I was kind of taking him under my wing and I said, we don't want the Kimmer have anything to do with our guy there. So anyway, and now our birthday list. And by the way, later I'm going to do a musical. No, I beg your pardon. Later today, I'm going to do an audio birthday. Today, in a moment, you're going to get a musical history note. But first, our birthday list includes Richard Jenkins. If you don't know the name, you know the face, you know the guy. Richard Jenkins is 79. He was Nathaniel Fisher, the dead father ghost-type character on 6 Feet Under. He was also John C. Reilly's father in Step Brothers. with that Mary Steenburgen wife, I think I was saying. He's a dad, Richard Jenkins. And he was also, speaking of fathers, he also played the father of that magnificent blonde in Jack Reacher, who was also a Bond girl. Oh, what's her name? I love her.
Oh, yeah, she's
yeah,
British.
You do too.
She's a Bond girl.
Oh, she's just lovely.
Rosamund Pike.
Rosamund Pike. And he played her father, who was a DA in the Jack Reacher story. And I remember him also played a character where he was the boyfriend, he wanted to be the boyfriend of Frances McDormand in the movie Burn After Reading. And I don't think anybody's ever seen that except me. That was really a great movie. I'm telling you, a great cast. George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Frances McDormand. I mean, it was an unbelievable movie and cast. Burn After Reading, and no one's heard of it, and it would never showed up.
But then the same guys did Fargo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. That's exactly the kind of movie it is. And in fact, to see and how what happened to Brad Pitt is. I mean, it's a great movie.
Well, the reason I haven't watched it is because of Clooney. Just he can't act, and usually it's some kind of lecture to you.
Well, honestly, he was not. Actually, the character, his girlfriend, was that. Oh God, what's her name? I hate when I do this. She has a daughter who's an actress, too.
Yeah, that narrows it down.
Oh, God. And she was in...
If only there was a repository of information at our fingertips.
So bad when I do this.
IMDb.
Hold on.
What's the name? What is it again?
Burn After Reading. And the woman actress played a great role. George Clooney's girlfriend. He was cheating on his wife with this woman who went on tours to talk children's books or something. Very famous actress.
So she was in the movie Burn
After Reading. One of the main cast member. Burn After Reading.
Let's see. Frances McDormand?
No, I mentioned her earlier.
Tilda Swinton?
Yes, Tilda Swinton. Tilda Swinton was...
You think she's hot?
No. I said she's famous. She's a great actress. Oh no, God, she's not. No,
she doesn't have a daughter though. That's
she has a daughter, Swinton. Somebody Swinton's her daughter. She has an actress daughter. I guarantee you, she has an actress daughter.
All right.
Anyway, so that was the George Clooney movie. I don't know why I started talking about that, but I did. Anyway, Frances McDormand and whatever. Now, this is our musical history note here today. On this day in 1959. In fact, this surprised me also. It was only in 1959 was the first Grammy Awards. Isn't that was surprising to me. The first ever Grammys were in 1959. I'd have thought they'd been a long time before that. Anyway, 1959, the first Grammys. Frank Sinatra had dozens of nominations, but he only won one title of a Grammy Award, and that was for album cover for Only the Lonely. But the winner of 3 Grammys at the first ever Grammy Awards in 1959, the winner of 3 Grammys was...
All right, you chipmunks. Ready to sing your song?
I'll say we are. Yeah, let's sing it now.
Here we go.
Okay, Simon?
Okay.
The Chipmunks.
Okay.
The Chipmunks song, 3 Grammys.
Alvin.
Okay. What a silly. This was huge, I grew up with this stuff. America was a better place for all of it. Anyway. A little musical tribute here with the Kimmer P. Flounder and Jeff on the board. 404-741-1230, 741-1230. And this is an amazing, we're going to talk pilot stuff here and airline stuff here in a second. And also John Ossoff apparently is refusing to say anything about the fact that he got $700,000 from the Southern Poverty Law Center to help them fake racism, stuff like that. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a minute. First of all, this is amazing. Grand Prairie, Texas. There's a water park called Epic Waters. And Epic Waters has released flyers for a big event on June 1st for the Texas Water Park to celebrate E-I-D. I forgot how you pronounce it. Eid, whatever. A Muslim-only day to celebrate Eid or Eid, whatever it's pronounced. Only Muslims allowed at the taxpayer-funded Texas water park. Muslims only. And there are demands. Modest dress code. Only halal slaughtered meat will be offered. Muslims only. $55 a piece for tickets. Men and women will not be separated, but you must uphold Islamic etiquette by lowering the gaze throughout the day. Men, you are not allowed to look, and women are not allowed to show their ankles. Lowering your gaze. Modest dress code, and you must practice haya, which is modesty, through respectful behavior. You must dress with accordance of Islamic values. All swimwear must meet Muslim guidelines. This is a taxpayer-funded water park in Grand Prairie, Texas, for a day June 1st, Muslims only. If a taxpayer-funded space is allowed to do this, that seems kind of queer. Taxpayer-funded city-owned entity discriminate against non-Muslims at a public water park? There would be riots if Muslims were excluded from a water park. No Muslims allowed. See how fast it takes somebody to wire a detonator on that one, I'll bet you. And the list of suggested swimwear for women, a stylish splash, included head-to-toe covering. All of it. Everything. Including your children. Head to toe, baby.
Wait, won't they drown?
They could, yes. Head to toe, yeah.
Let's don't be too hasty.
Yeah. By the way, the Grand Prairie residents approved a quarter-cent sales tax to make this water park, and the Muslim-only event on June 1st, nobody but Muslims allowed, is organized by the East Plano Islamic Center. Gee, the Islamic Center. Golly. Do we have an Alpharetta Islamic Center that told people that we want to have this place where to go for voting for runoff in this coming election? Another Islamic teaching center.
Is there only a Southern Baptist day at this water park, or the local synagogue day?
How about Jews only? How about a Jew day? How about, only Jews? Only Jews are allowed at the water park on this day. How about that? And dress any way you want, because some of them Jewish babes are freaking hot. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Jews only. Can you imagine?
I wonder if they've had days like this, or like Christian-only things or something.
I can't. Hell no. How good? We would have heard about it.
I don't know.
Well, maybe they would. I don't know.
If they've had other ones, they can't say no to them.
Well, that's true. But again, that's not in the story, so I don't know.
But the difference is, when they have those Christian music days, they don't exclude everybody else.
Right.
If Muslims wanted to come, they're right now excluding everybody else.
I don't know if they've ever had an event where they said only certain race can go. I doubt very much.
It's not a race.
Only Catholic, only a religion. I'm sorry.
It's an ideology.
Yeah. I'll bet they have never had a sign where it said only anything. Only Christians, only Jews, only black people, only blonde people, only people with green eyes. I mean, they've never had a sign that said only these people can go to our water park.
Well, not since like 1958.
No, it's the other fountain, sir. Hey, Rastus, what do you think you're doing? Wrong bus, Pally boy.
The biography of Miss Jane Pittman, ladies and gentlemen.
Spitting in the water cup. Remember the movie?
Oh.
Did you ever see the movie? And she spit in the guy's water cup at the very end. Pretty cool. All right, 4:46. All right, it's Monday. We're goofing around here, but we got the news and everything. Probably find it here in a minute. Probably find it.
Fighting the communists with truth every day on the only conservative news and talk station in Atlanta. Extra 106.3 FM and the Extra app.
Join Daniel Madelon, CEO of A Second Chance Bail Bonds, and co-host Tug Cowart as they bring together law enforcement, justice insiders, and voices from every part of the justice system, victims, advocates, and people who've turned their lives around. It's not PR, it's not fluff. It's an honest talk about what's working, what's broken, and how to build a better path forward, one second chance at a time. Tune in Saturdays at 10 a.m. or listen to the podcast anywhere. Justice Unfiltered. Unfiltered, informed, and unbiased.
So you got into an argument. Things got heated. Then a fight broke out, and it landed you in jail. Now what? You need A Second Chance Bail Bonds. They can get you or your loved one out of jail quickly, in most cases, in a few hours. So make the right call. A Second Chance Bail Bonds. It's better to know us and not need us than need us and not know us. Call 404-BAIL-OUT. That's 404-BAIL-OUT or online at atlbail.com.
Hey, this is Lowe's with Terry from Alpharetta, who just purchased a new car with the Honest Car Guy, the new, fully transparent, honest way to buy your next vehicle. Terry, tell us about your experience.
I have a son serving in the military. He's active duty with limited time to look for a car. My son was looking for a used Hyundai Veloster, and I had heard about the Honest Car Guy on the radio, decided that might be a route to go, and we made a phone call over the weekend. He screen shared the information with us. We looked over the vehicle, and he took the reins from there, and they were able to walk us through the process of buying the car. We're very clear and transparent, and next thing we knew, we had a car in the driveway.
Friends, if you're in the market for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, get an honest car buy from the Honest Car Guy. You pay what we pay, plus an honest fee, and we back that up by giving you the bill of sale. That's our transparency guarantee. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME, the number 1, or visit honestcarguy.com.
Oh no, what is that sound?
It's our rejection detection system. It's showing that several men across Georgia are being denied intimacy by their partners due to ED.
How can this be?
Well, it's more common than you think. As men age, their bodies change. And unfortunately, once they get over 50, some things don't work like they used to.
So what do we do?
There's only one thing to do. We need to get them to Dr. Eric Deal at Total Body Therapy of Georgia. He can fix ED problems.
But how?
At Total Body Therapy of Georgia, they are experts in the P-shot, testosterone replacement, regenerative therapy, and Trimex to create an erection and more.
Hi, this is Dr. Eric Deal from Total Body Therapy of Georgia. Did you know that 50% of men over 50 struggle with some form of ED? Guys, it won't get better on its own. When it's not hard, it's really hard. But I can help you today. Call us at Total Body Therapy of Georgia at 404-777-1911 or learn more about us online at tbtofga.com.
I love ABBA. I have this song. Dun, dun. Da, 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 da. Da 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 ba ba da. Waterloo, baby, 1974. Da dun da dun da dun da da ba da dun da da dun da da dun da da da. Waterloo, ABBA. 1974, ABBA number 1 in Britain with Waterloo. It was the first of 9 British number 1 singles, and it was the 1974 Eurovision Song Contest winner for Sweden. This song originally, Waterloo, was called Honey Pie. Waterloo. I have this on my magic music stick. 4:50, 10 before 5. Kim, Pete, Flounder, Jeff, and the board. Hold on, phone calls take priority. Barbara, you're on the radio, baby. How you doing? What's up?
Hi, Mr. Kimmer. I'm fine.
Good,
Barbara,
good.
the cleaning lady.
Barbara, the cleaning, by God, if I didn't think you'd pass out from just walking into my place to clean it for, I honestly, I'd pay you whatever you wanted because it's a wreck.
I've been in the worst. I had 2 brothers.
Oh, well, that'll do it.
Yeah, that'll.
What's up, doll?
Listen, I wanted to make a comment about the Charlie, with his death.
About Charlie Kirk?
Yeah, Charlie Kirk. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I read the Bible quite a bit.
Uh-huh.
And I'm amazed how close what I'm reading is going along with what's here today. With these people getting devil.
Wow, we have a really bad line.
Yeah, you got a bad reception. Try giving us a call back.
Barbara, I'm so sorry. We can barely hear you. If it's possible, if you don't mind, can you hang up and try calling again? And again, I hate to do that to you, but we just couldn't understand. In the meantime, I think we have also Rick the Painter. Uh-oh, look, I stand. Rick the Painter, starting off our week on a Monday. Hello, Rick the Painter. How's it going?
Hey, happy Monday, Killer.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Hey, brother, I put my grandma on speed dial.
Speed dial, grandma, yeah.
And, yes, sir. That's my Instagram.
Your Instagram. So you had grandma on speed. So instant speeding. It's Instagram, you see. Instagramma. Hold on, but we don't have a we can't we don't have a thing here on. There we go. What's that now?
He's already gone to the morning show.
Yeah, screw you afternoon people. Yeah, he takes my freaking cookie, waits for the second hour, and then he just says, screw it, I'm out of here. It's unbelievable.
All right. Why did Star Wars episodes 1, 2, and 3 come out after 4, 5, and 6?
I don't know. 1, 2, and 3 were after 4, 5, and 6, so it should be. I don't know why. What?
Because in charge of directing Yoda was.
In charge of directing Yoda was, you see. So the backwards of the Yoda was. You see, that's what the thing. By the way, what a goofy freaking idea. I mean, that they had a character in Yoda backwards. I mean, whatever. I mean,
should have stopped after the first 3, frankly. The middle 3.
Yeah.
Suck eggs.
I remember liking I saw the first 2, I know.
But remember, it was A New Hope. The first one came out, 78? Nothing had ever been made like that.
Oh, yeah, it was unbelievable. The guys in their white plastic uniforms. I mean, it's just the whole idea.
All the characters at the bar.
Well, the guy. Oh, everything about it was.
It was around 1975 or 76. We went to Hilton Head every year, and they had a little bookstore by the lighthouse.
Yeah.
And I went in there, and there's this book that I was reading science fiction when I was a kid, and it was called Star Wars. And I'm reading the synopsis of it, soon to be a major motion picture. I remember looking at it going, oh, no one's ever going to see this.
Yeah, space creatures?
Seriously.
Yeah. I mean, really. But the music, the little spacecraft, the little thing they drove their little spacecrafts around in. And, just everything about it was just really, really.
It was new.
New and different and exciting. I'm sorry. Now, do we have Barbara back? Do we know? Or not? No? She gave up?
I'm working on it. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Well, don't worry. It's not your fault. I was trying to accuse anybody of it. Anyway, our birthday list. Let's do a birthday list. How about... shall I tell you a story? How long? I forgot to ask how long the Flounder Funny is. We'll find out here in a minute. How long's Flounder Funny?
2 minutes.
2 minutes?
We have Barbara back.
Oh, you got Barbara. We'll do that. Hey, Barbara, welcome. I'm sorry you had to call back. Please go ahead. What's going on?
No. That's fine. But
no, it's.
We still got
She doesn't have a good.
It's cutting out, Barbara.
Connection.
I'm so sorry. I don't know whether it's our phone line or it's probably me. It's probably my phone line. I'm sorry, sweetie.
But if she wants, she can call the voicemail and leave the voicemail.
There's an idea. Look, this is brand new. Flounder's got a new voicemail number. Here it is. Area code. In fact, how do we check that? Can you check it?
The voicemail will come to my email.
Because at 3 o'clock, I started off complaining that, if you do voicemail, we're going to play them.
Yep.
So our number for voicemail, if you want to leave us a message, is 404-995-5600. 404-995-5600, 5600. And if you leave us a voicemail, I didn't know we were doing this, but if you leave us a voicemail, by God, we're going to play it. And obviously, if it's X-rated, we can't, do that, so don't be silly. Let's see. You say the newspaper, the last Flounder's Funny is a minute?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Oh, even better. Well, then I have a story about one of our birthdays, and we also have a musical birthday that's coming up after the 5 o'clock hour. Also, Holy Crap at Sports with Pete Davis around 5:15. We'll get to all this stuff. In the meantime, one of my favorite comedy actors' birthday today is Will Arnett. Will Arnett is 56. I know him as Job, spelled Gob, on Arrested Development. G-O-B, and they pronounce him Job. On Arrested Development. He was Batman in the Lego movies. He's got 2 Netflix shows. He's Chip on Flaked and the star of BoJack Horseman. He was also, Will Arnett, 56, was also in 30 Rock. He played a great character in 30 Rock. He wasn't there for all the years, but he played like the brother of somebody, or Jack's brother maybe, or something like that. A guy that Jack had a fight with for a professional with or whatever. It's a very funny character.
And Jason Bateman and Sean Hayes do a podcast called Smartless. That's pretty popular.
Oh, really?
And he's also in that new series, The Madison.
I hadn't heard that either. He was in Blades of Glory. Will Arnett, 56, and it was also. Did you know that he was married to Amy Poehler for 9 years?
I think their kid is non-binary.
Oh God. Well, that figured. Anyway, Will Arnett's 56. Very funny. I've always liked his stuff. Holy cow! It's 4:57. I think we know what that means. It's Tommy Rocket Man with another Flounders Funny. Here we go.
Listen, man, I'm a positive person. Every time something bad happens, I'm like, we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. We'll get through this. But then I just saw the Spirit Airline merge with Frontier Airline. I'm like, that's probably going to be a problem. Like, it's going too far. How do we allow this to happen? Spirit merger with Frontier Airline? This is 2 C students getting together to run $1 billion project. Who's ever flown Frontier Airline and angrily said, Spirit would never treat me like this? Just because you can't do it does not mean you should do it. You think Chef Boyardee is trying to get together with Spam? We both come out of cans, man. Let's run this. Between my salty ham and your vomity SpaghettiOs, we take ramen noodles out the game. And I love Spirit Airline. Everyone on Spirit, not me. I love it. Spirit Airlines is the only airline you can call the day before and be like, yo, how much it costs from Philadelphia to Las Vegas? And they like, how much you got? I got $43.19. You know what? That's exactly how much that flight costs, too. You so crazy? How you know that? I can tell you this, sir. You can fly with us, but don't you think about bringing a suitcase with you. That's why when I fly Spirit, I wear all my outfits. I'm just 12 layers deep, just a fat, sweaty piece of shit. Let's go, Spirit, middle seat. Take this extra cash I'm saving by some nuts and screws, tighten up this wobbly ass seat you got me in.
Yeah, and that is, what's his name? Do we know this
guy?
Is it
Mike Bozeman, I believe is his name.
Mike Bozeman.
Kevin Bozeman.
Kevin Bozeman. Close enough. Anyway, Kimmer P. Flounder and Jeff on the board, and it's 106.3, and it's a beautiful Monday afternoon. And we got all the newsy stuff coming up, including a dad who's standing up for his daughter after her boyfriend roughed her up a little. I like that. It's all come. Plus, we got airline story stuff, pilot stuff, passenger stuff, and, of course, that Spirit thing. I don't know what that means. They were going bankrupt for 2 freaking years. Had nothing to do with Donald Trump. And it was Pocahontas, Elizabeth Warren, who caused it when she blocked their trade deal 2 years ago. Hold on. Almost 5 o'clock. Holy crap, but sports is standing by, too. Look out. Here we go.
The Morning Extra, every weekday morning from 6 to 10 on WFOM and W292 EV Marietta, a Dickey Broadcasting Station. Extra 106.3.
The president stands his ground on Lisa Brady, Fox News, calling the conflict with Iran a little detour during a White House small business summit.
Can't let them have a nuclear weapon or you'd have problems like nobody would believe. And it's going very well.
President Trump also says oil prices aren't nearly as high as some expected and will decline rapidly.
And I see it going down very substantially when this is over.
As for when it will be over, not offering a specific timeline, the U.S. continues a blockade of Iranian ports and now is also offering to help guide stranded ships through the Strait of Hormuz with Project Freedom, opening an enhanced security lane for shipping, though it's not a direct military escort. Still, Iran considers that a ceasefire violation, but the UAE accusing Iran of violations after intercepting multiple Iranian missiles.
So we've heard explosions in the distance throughout the evening.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson in Dubai. The U.S. military says Iran also fired on ships.
From the commander of U.S. Central Command, Admiral Brad Cooper, says U.S. warships and commercial ships came under missile attack earlier while transiting the Strait of Hormuz. And Apache gunships and MH-60 Seahawk helicopters were dispatched to destroy 6 Iranian small boats.
The U.S. military rejecting dismissing an Iranian claim that a U.S. warship was hit. Just getting word of a brief lockdown at the White House during the president's event this afternoon as police were investigating a shooting near the Washington Monument. The Secret Service says a person was shot by police. No details yet on the circumstances. Earlier, a federal judge apologizing to a suspected attempted Trump assassin over concern for his rights.
Judge Zia Faraqui apologized to suspect Cole Allen for the treatment he's received so far while he's been behind bars. He's been put on suicide watch by the Department of Corrections, and the judge was asking why.
Fox's Mike Emanuel, the judge denied a motion to cancel the hearing after the defense said Allen was no longer in solitary confinement. America is listening to Fox News.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. If you're over 55 and with one of the big three carriers, like Verizon, you may notice they don't talk much about their 55-plus discounts. That's so customers like you keep paying their regular higher rates to boost their bottom line. You deserve better service. With 100% U.S.-based experts, better value, with plans starting at $20, and a company that's built for people 50-plus, like me. Not convinced? Give your current carrier a call. Ask about the 55-plus plan you've earned. See how long it takes to get a real person on the line, and if they try to talk you out of it. But if you want something better, call Consumer Cellular. We've got the same great coverage, and our U.S.-based experts can get you switched in about 20 minutes. Switch now to Consumer Cellular and get your second month free for a limited time. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com for your second month free.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Let's get it together, ladies. Left shoulder, right of like, ready on your dog target. Road guards out. Look out. It's only me. It's only the Kipper. With Pete Davis, Holy Crappin' Sports is coming up. Flounder's in the house. And Jeff the Fireballer is on the control board action there as we bring you another wonderful day of happiness and goodness here at 106.3. Beautiful Monday afternoon. Sunny and Braves are still, where are the Braves? Still not on Colorado. Seattle now. Still on the West Coast. And I think it's like an 8 o'clock. Are they on TV anymore at all? Or it's just they don't, not doing it at all?
Yeah, they use Braves TV. They're on the Comcast.
Braves Vision.
I got that app over. I got the double. I got the Braves Vision, the Braves TV. We got the Braves baseball audio and video. So I'm gonna have to get some of those apps, I guess, probably.
There's supposedly a sale on Braves Vision right now, Braves TV, for between now and next Sunday.
Outstanding. Well, let's have to get that app on there. Let's see. 404-741-1230, 741-1230. So there. Let's see. A lot of things coming up. What's the matter? Are we okay?
Just communicating with Jeff.
No, everything's good. Everything's good. Let's see a couple things. We got the story about the Muslim. The judge. Did you hear what he actually said? I mean, this is really incredible. This is the judge in the case of the attempted assassin who wanted to kill Donald Trump last weekend. Well, the weekend before. A federal judge today decried the prison treatment of the alleged would-be assassin and apologized to him. I'm not going to mention the guy's name, 31-year-old slime bag. The magistrate judge is named Zia Faraqui. Yeah. And he told the attorney representing the Department of Corrections that he was disturbed by the guy's treatment in jail. That the scumbag was placed on suicide watch when he was first imprisoned. Suicide watch means that he's on a 24-hour lockdown in a safe cell, no phone access, can't see or talk to anybody other than his lawyers. And they wanted him to be able to get a tablet to assist in his defense. He was denied a copy of the Bible. The prosecutor said, hey, he told everybody he was going to kill himself. He didn't think he'd survive the attack, so they thought he was a danger to himself and that he was going to, potentially kill himself. So that's why they wanted him on suicide watch. And the judge said, this incredulous Faraqui I'm not convinced by that. I'm not convinced by the defendants they arrested on the January 6th Capitol riot. Please. They destroyed those people's constitutional rights, every freaking one of them. And this judge is trying to complain that he was treated like January 6th. Those people did nothing. They walked in the Capitol. Oh, my God. He said the judge said it's extremely disturbing that he was put in 5-point restraints, a person with no criminal history. Oh, sure, he wanted to kill the president, but hey, what the hell? No criminal history. And he said that this man is presumed innocent. It's troubling. I've never heard of one January 6th defendant who was put in 5-point restraints in a safe cell. If the only
political there.
Yeah. If the only way to keep him safe is as a most punitive thing, that's a problem. And then he said pardons may erase convictions, but they don't erase history. They were hanging gallows outside of the treatment facility. He said, what am I to say to this guy who is going to be a fair process of putting him in a safe cell when he's not supposed to be in there, said Judge Faruqi. I should be apologizing to him. I'm sorry, Mr. So-and-so, that things have not been the way that they are supposed to be. And he said the jail is going to, I swear to God, this is the federal judge. The jail is going to let me know by tomorrow morning about what's going on with your housing situation. If not, I'm going to have more questions for them. We should be able to get you the medium portion of the jail with windows. Oh, dear God. Yeah, because the poor guy's in jail. Oh, sure, he tried to kill the president of the United freaking States. The Judge Faruqi, Faruqi, said legal visits, ask for legal visits. Do not accept that these things are acceptable. We will get you the Bible. If we can get someone vegan food, we can get you a Bible. We can make sure you're not in 5-point restraints. And then the judge said, I want an update by tomorrow morning.
This whole thing is a farce.
They tried to get him freed. His lawyers tried to get him out entirely. Oh, my God. How could the judge compare this to the January 6 people?
They didn't try and kill the president of January 6. Some of them wandered into Capitol at the behest of the undercover FBI agents and security.
Yeah, the guy with the buffalo head helmet. Remember that guy, the buffalo head or whatever it was? He was led by the police officers. We saw the video that they finally had to release. They were escorting him. And in fact, one of the cops even said, hey, why don't you check this office? The office was locked, so the cop got it open so he could go in and look at it. That was a Buffalo Head guy. Got solitary confinement for like 3 years.
Yeah, it seems to be a direct correlation between the stupider your name sounds to how stupid you are when you're on the bench.
I mean, it's just...
Think of Ketanji Brown, whatever she is.
I know, Ketanji Bippity Boppity Boo. Good grief. I mean, seriously, I can't believe federal judge.
He's an advocate.
Yeah, Zia Faruqi. Good Lord. Compares it to January 6th.
Is this Cairo or America?
I mean, seriously, I just, it's almost hard to believe. Anyway, Donald Trump's blowing up boats that try to, cause trouble in the Strait of Hormuz. And so they've blown up a bunch of one of those little kind of scatter around ships, boats that the Iranians are trying to harass the ships in the Strait of Hormuz, and Donald Trump's taking care of those, so that's a good sign. Of course, they're going to complain about that as liberals, but that's a whole other story. Anyway, let's see. I mentioned the Spirit Airlines thing. I don't know what that means. Again, for the record, Elizabeth Pocahontas Warren, a couple of years ago, killed the deal that they were going to make to have a merger with Spirit Airlines, saying that would just be eliminate competition, and it wasn't the right thing to do. And now Spirit Airlines is going under, and everybody's going to lose their jobs. And Elizabeth Warren now is blaming Donald Trump for it for gas prices. Spirit Airlines was going under for 2 years. And by the way, I heard the show before us, Buck and Henry, and they had a guy on, actually on the radio who said his wife worked for Spirit Airlines. And so Buck asked him, what kind of retirement thing do you have? He said, my wife had about $1 million in Spirit Airlines stock.
Oh, boy.
And now it's gone. It's gone. $1 million gone. Because Elizabeth Warren killed the deal that would have let them merge and become another airline.
Gas prices had something to do with it too.
Well, yeah, sure, but still, you don't go bankrupt in 6 weeks. when Donald Trump went to Iran. I mean, please.
Hey, Spirit says, hold my beer.
Yeah, right. So maybe you can, actually. Anyway. And by the way, we're going to do a Holy Crap in Sports in a minute. A couple of airline things here, which I can't freaking believe. I've lost one of them already. Hold on. I got one right here. I'll do this one here. Here we go. This happened on a Delta flight. My pilot buddy Kevin will love this. A woman named Shannon Marie Harris, 46 years old, was on a plane for a Delta Airlines flight from Miami to Hartsfield here in Atlanta. And the flight was leaving, and she refused to put down her phone. The flight attendant said, hey, you have to stop your phone call. She said, no, I'm not going to stop my phone call. She got very belligerent. The pilots then said, oh, yeah? And they turned around the plane and took it back to the gate, and everybody had to get off because she wouldn't stop using her phone. And there was another passenger with her taken into custody. A traveler got all the stuff of the groans of the people saying, you get off the plane, lady, get off the plane. She doesn't have to listen. We're all supposed to listen, but not her. And the flight attendants had to tell everybody to remain calm. They were ready to lynch her. Can you imagine being on a plane because one woman wouldn't stop talking, so they took you back to the gate and told you we all had to get off?
Why does everybody have to get off? I don't understand that.
I don't know that either.
You can't drag her, take the people around her, make a hole, and then drag her out by the hair.
It has to be a lawyer. It has to be a legal thing. They're afraid that if she had if she had done something like leave a bomb or something on the plane, they had to make sure that she didn't do anything to affect the travel of the plane. I'm guessing.
She's trying to set it off with her phone.
I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing there had to be some legal thing where if you have a problem on a plane, you have to deboard and check the plane.
So what happens to her? We'll find out in 2 or 3 days that the charges were dropped or whatever. Yeah. It's usually what happens here when they should be made an example of, like Flounder said.
I agree. I totally.
Never fly again. Put her on the no-fly list.
No-fly list. Yeah. And we got another one, too, about a creepy thing that happened. We'll get to that. First, Holy Crap of Sports coming up. We have more Flounders Funnies, actual newsy stuff, and Daddy, supporting his daughter who got roughed up by her boyfriend. The whole story coming up. 513 1063. How you doing? Happy Monday. Sports.
Need more than just headlines on your ride to work? It's the Morning Extra, live from 6 to 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, only on Extra 106.3 and the Extra app.
Well, I got an idea. How about doing something right when you update your home and do it right the first time and save some money, too? Holy moly. How about this? How about my friend Jeff at Peach State Windows? You see the work right now at peachstatewindows.com. You see what stands out is the quality. And for decades and decades, Jeff and his team have been helping Georgia homeowners do things the right way. No shortcuts, no surprises, especially when it comes to things like siding. Now, I'm a Hardy Plank fan. That's what I got last time I built my house. It's not just the looks, it's about holding up to heat and humidity and everything our weather throws at our homes. How about this for a deal for Peach State Windows? 1,000 square feet of premium cement fiber Hardy plank siding for only, is this right? $6,985, $69.85 for 1,000 square feet. Hey, I got an idea. How about 0% financing for 12 months? How about this for a phone number? Peach State Windows, 770-485-8011. Check this deal and that Hardy plank siding. Holy smokes, peachstatewindows.com.
It's official. President Trump has endorsed Burt Jones for governor.
Burt Jones has been an incredible leader. This man has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him win.
Burt Jones is a trusted Trump conservative who's leading the fight to end Georgia's state income tax.
He's going to make a great, great governor. You will be very happy, Georgia. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement.
Paid for by Burt Jones for Georgia.
Hey Braves fans, Tom Glavine, and when my ride needs a wash, I head straight to Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Their friendly team and industry-leading technology give my car the ultimate shine every time. Experience an elite clean you can count on at Tidal Wave Auto Spa, the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves and my go-to car wash destination.
My car is happy. I am happy. Tidal Wave Auto Spa.
One of the hardest things to do is to walk away from a paycheck. As retirement planners, Masterplan knows how hard it can be to pull the trigger on your own retirement. Don't go it alone. Masterplan is a holistic retirement planning firm that works with you to create a retirement plan to help maximize your golden years. Through income planning and money management, legacy planning, and tax planning, we create a plan specifically designed for your life. Enter retirement with confidence. Contact Masterplan to analyze your retirement outlook and create a plan that's right for you. All initial consultations are complimentary, so contact us today and begin your pursuit towards peace of mind. Visit masterplanretire.com. Masterplan Retirement Consultants. Plan well and prosper.
Advisory services offered through Masterplan Retirement Consultants, Inc., a registered investment advisory in the state of Georgia. Insurance, tax, and commodity services offered through Fricks & Associates, Inc., DBA Masterplan Retirement Consulting. The aforementioned are affiliated companies.
Hey, this is Lowe's with David from Atlanta, who just purchased his new car with the Honest Car Guy, the new, fully transparent way to buy your next vehicle. David, tell us about your experience.
I had been looking for a vehicle for a couple months. The car buying process was a little challenging at first for me. I had some credit issues in the past, and I just happened to hear a familiar voice on the radio, and it happened to be on the Honest Car Guy ad. I got in touch with Tom. Within 2, maybe 3 days, I had a vehicle being shipped here from Orlando, Florida. I have already recommended him to family members, several friends, and I'll purchase a car from Tom when I make my next purchase for sure.
Friends, if you're in the market for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, get an honest car buy from the Honest Car Guy. You pay what we pay, plus an honest fee, and we back that up by giving you the bill of sale. That's our transparency guarantee. Call 844-SHOW-ME-1. That's 844-SHOW-ME, the number 1, or visit honestcarguy.com.
I enjoy a good night's sleep, and I like to breathe while I'm sleeping. My wife appreciates that, too. That's why I wear a CPAP. You want the right machine. You want expert advice. You want all the supplies that go with it. You get it all at CPAPs, etc. in Alpharetta. Machines, masks, tubing, filters, cleaning supplies, all of it, and they ship nationwide. Walk-ins, by the way, are welcome. CPAPs, etc. Alpharetta, CPAPs,
All right, look out. 1932, mobster Al Capone, convicted of income tax evasion, entered the federal penitentiary here in Atlanta. Problem is, he ran the joint, so they transferred him to freaking Alcatraz. And now, holy crap, it's sports with Pete Davis.
Supposedly, when they brought him there, they took the tracks right up to a wall, knocked a hole in the wall to put the train in. They didn't. They thought someone would try and break him out if they took him in through the front.
What a story. Great story.
Braves begin a series in Seattle tonight. Both teams coming off sweeps. The Braves sweeping Colorado and Denver, but the Mariners got swept at home by the Royals.
Oh, my. Really?
Yeah. The 1-0 rookie right-hander J.R. Ritchie pitches in front of his hometown tonight. The 1-3 righty Logan Gilbert for the Mariners. Yesterday, the Bravos completed the 3-game sweep of the Rockies, 11-6. And after spotting the Rockies a run, this happened.
Here's the 1-0. Swung on and roasted. High in the air to deep left center field. In pursuit, McCarthy to the wall, and that is over the wall. It's a 2-run homer for Jonah Heim. It's his first home run as a Brave, and the Braves have a 2-1 lead in the top of the second.
Ben Ingram on 680 The Fan. Then this happened.
Back to work versus Mateo. That's ripped deep down the left field line to the foul pole, and a home run! Back-to-back pitches, both into the bleachers, as Heim and Mateo launch back-to-back pitches out of here off of Freeland. 3-1 Braves.
That was Ben himself. Jonah Heim had 5 RBIs. Good for him, since Sean Murphy is coming back from rehab.
Good.
Are they going to keep 3 catches?
Well, the catchers are premium. They're premium, boy. That's the fastest way to get the big leagues, if you can be a good catcher.
You've got a hobbled Michael Harris II, who can only bat right now.
Yeah.
And, of course, Acuna's going to be gone for a few days. I have to bring up a Zazokar, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
And so, they got some holes.
Yeah.
Spencer Strider's first start in a while was 3 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 5 walks, 6 strikeouts. His earned run average over 8.
Yeah.
Aaron Bummer got the win, but once again got knocked around. Fortunately, Didier Fuentes calmed the storm. At 25-10, the Braves are off to their best start since 1892, when they were known as the Boston what?
Boston Bombers or something. I forgot.
the Boston Bean Eaters.
Bean Eaters, there you go.
Yeah. They're 8.5 games ahead of the Marlins. The largest lead for any other division leader is just 2 games. The M's are in third place in the American League West, 2.5 games behind the Athletics. Yeah, I said it. The Sacramento A's are atop the AL West right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy.
For the first time in 3 years, the Braves are atop the MLB power rankings. Yanks are second, then the Cubs. Dodgers are down to 5 right now.
Holy
they're having a
cow.
hard time scoring, the Dodgers.
Huh.
In celebration of the Mariners retiring Randy Johnson's number 51, the team was selling 51-inch hot dogs over the weekend called the Big Unit.
Oh, man.
How much would you pay for a 51-inch Frankfurter?
That's 4 feet. So it's got to be like $30 or something.
Higher.
$40-$50 probably.
37 American dollars
Wow.
would set you back.
I'll
That's
bet.
right.
How the hell would you carry it? I mean, how would you? Does it have a bun? How would they get a 4-foot-long bun?
It's a bun, and it's got a tray that goes under it. Yeah.
I guess it does. 4 feet long plus.
What? Okay. What? Only in America can you find a company that can make a 4-foot-long paper tray for a hot dog.
Hot dog, yeah.
That's why the third world hates us. Right?
They love us. All right.
That and the food we give our cats. But anyway, former Braves, Hawks, and Yankees play-by-play man John Sterling has passed away.
Wow.
He just retired, too, a year or so ago, right?
He did. I believe that's correct.
Yeah.
He was around very long ago.
87 years old. He had several heart attacks, open heart surgery recently. But heart failure last week took its toll on John Sterling.
The Yankees win.
Yeah,
Famous
very
for his
effective way. You either loved him or hated him what he did.
Yeah.
I never knew him personally, but everybody I knew that worked with him here in Atlanta just loved him. Just thought he was a prince of a guy.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Tigers ace and 2-time defending AL Cy Young Award winner Tarek Skubal is going to need arthroscopic surgery for loose bodies in his left elbow, which locked up on him Sunday. He last pitched in that 4-3 loss against the Braves here last Wednesday, gave up 2 runs on 5 hits in 7 innings, struck out 7. And in that game, the manager and trainer came out and visited the mound after Skubal was rubbing his left arm after a pitch in the 7th. He then threw a warm-up pitch, said, I'm okay, struck out the side to end his night, but obviously there was something in there.
Yeah, he's a good one too. If that you have to wonder, these guys with that great stuff and great speed and everything, and
could be out 2 or 3 months.
Tough on him. Yeah.
Kentucky Derby, or as Mike the engineer calls it, Amish NASCAR. Was it Golden Tempo?
NASCAR.
Golden Tempo? Tempo?
Golden Temple.
Golden Tempo.
Golden Tempo.
Yeah.
Won the race. Came out from absolutely amazing. Came from behind the very last and just came. And my horse, number 7, the Japanese horse, which was something bourbon or whatever, was leading down the stretch.
Yeah, one of my favorite things lately about the technology of sporting events is drones. I love the drone shots, and I remember I mentioned the following when I came in today. I've watched the Derby, and when I saw the drone from up above as the Derby was running, they were partway through the race, and I said to myself, "Oh, that poor bastard in last. How'd you like to finish last in the Kentucky Derby?" And that was the horse. And all of a sudden, I'm thinking, no, there's no way that it's unbelievable. And they show, and so you can see every stride they take to see how they did it and where it's just unbelievable. And and I thought, that poor bastard in the last place, he ended up winning.
7 and 8 were leading coming down the stretch, and I've never seen 3 horses come on the outside like that and pass everybody.
Yeah. No, I've never seen that. Three abreast, really, and it was like a 2 inches. And in fact, another thing, and tell me if I'm wrong in this, I was kind of surprised that the jockey who won immediately celebrated that he won because it looked to me like they were tied.
No, you could tell.
No, because his brother grabbed his hand. His brother was the one that came in second, and he knew that his brother won.
Okay, because again, it just looked to me from that angle. Boy, he was awful quick to say, I won the race, and it didn't look like he could have known that at that point. Bopping up and down.
Before the race, Great White, which is supposedly the largest horse ever in there, had a big old white face. We're watching the preview, and I saw a horse fall. And I said, wait a minute, that horse fell back there. And we're like, no, I didn't see it. So they're showing a little later, and all of a sudden they're saying, we're going to scratch Great White because this happened. And this horse rears up and goes basically backwards. And that jockey, if it had landed on it, would have killed that jockey. right there on the Kentucky, which makes you wonder, would they have kept the race going if it had squashed that guy right there on the track in front of 100,000 people?
I doubt it. And let me, do you mind a quick interruptive story? I heard the Morning Boys talking about the events we're giving away, and they're having a horse race, and they're afraid of being bitten by horses. I posted a picture on Facebook and YouTube of a horse bite mark on me done by a stallion who was at the stable where I had Jack for 15 years or whatever. I go every weekend. And the stallion had bit me through a heavy leather jacket and still left that huge bruise. I mean, he could have torn my arm off. I mean, but my point was that stallion owned by Jenny, who runs the joint. I mean, she's just a wonderful girl. She took care of Jenny. I mean, just a wonderful girl, stable mom. And that was her horse for years and years. And when her horse suddenly, walking along, collapsed, he collapsed on Jenny, and it broke half her body. She's still recovering. This is like a year ago. Because the horse falls, and that's what happened, and you can die.
Explain to me, and probably Carlos, too, on the morning show, why the hell do you want to be around a horse? Because I don't want to be anywhere near
the
them.
greatest creatures, and my horse especially, Jack the Good Boy, all those videos I put. I know.
The only horse I've ever been on was a pony when I'm 5 years old, and that sumbitch bucked me off and tried to kill me.
Ponies are not happy creatures, most of them. So,
Tony the pony.
Shetland ponies, little horses, circuses, and birthday parties can be very, very ornery.
I have not been on a horse since.
Oh, man, my life
I'm not saying I'll never would get back on one.
Well,
I probably will.
That horse saved my life.
Saying,
that Jack saved my life.
Well, the other question, real quick, Pete, is with the horse not being able to race, what does that do to all the bets?
Good question.
Yeah.
I guess they get their money back every.
And it changes the odds.
Yeah, change the odds for the race. Well, yeah. Although, what do they have? 19. I mean, how can you have that many?
Okay, hold on a second.
Yeah.
There were 20 horses in the field until they scratched him, and they had scratched one, so it was like. So they were down to what, 18, or was there 21 to begin with?
Ridiculous.
Because there's one scratched before they even got down in there, and then Great White was scratched on this. Okay, 20 horses. How many are descendants of Secretariat?
Oh, this is a great game because Secretariat was the stud. Out of 18 or so, whatever, I'll bet you half a dozen.
19 of the 20 horses descended from Secretariat.
Wow.
That's how great that horse was.
Still
the greatest.
Yeah.
Golden Gopher starting quarterback, let's see, what's his name here? Drake Lindsay, arrested Friday in Arkansas. Underage possession of alcohol and possession of a fake ID. Staff alerted at the Ye Hog Bar in Fayetteville, Arkansas. After midnight, a possible fake ID. The cop showed up and found the 20-year-old with a fake ID and consuming alcohol. He admitted, I was drinking before I even came in here. I tell you this story only because I wanted to say the name Ye Hog Bar.
You want to hear a quick football thing I made a note of when I saw the new quarterback star Mendoza, the first pick in the draft? He's got a new commercial already. And it's a commercial. He's got two of them? Well,
he had one during the draft.
Well, the one I saw, first time that I saw it anyway, was him interrupting everything to do a LinkedIn selfie.
Yeah, he did that as soon as he was drafted. They ran that commercial.
Yeah, I kind of was, I felt bad. I just thought it was kind of cheesy, to be honest with you.
New York Giants legend Lawrence Taylor out of the hospital. He's home recuperating from his battle with pancreatitis.
Yeah.
Former Falcons starting quarterback Desmond Ridder is out of another job. Green Bay has let Ridder go after signing Tyrod Taylor. This season for the Red Sox has been a disaster so far, and not just for the team. A Bo Sox fan decided the best place to propose to his girlfriend was during a game at Fenway Park on the Jumbotron.
Oh, boy.
But instead of crying, happy future spouse saying, yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yeah.
The only reaction this guy got from the lady was a stone-faced, I don't know. So at first he's stunned. He rallied enough to get a small kiss from her as the camera kept showing them for several seconds in humiliation. And he pointed up like, we're still on camera.
I'll bet it was fake. I wonder if they knew in advance they were going to be on there and she messed with him.
On this day, May 4th, 1893, Cowboy Bill Pickett invents bulldogging, the skill of grabbing cattle by the horns and wrestling to the ground.
Yeah.
Cowboy Bill Pickett was 29.
I was going to say, that's a tough sport right there.
Let's see, 2019, 145th Kentucky Derby. They disqualified the first across-the-line maximum security for interference. Longshot Country House declared the winner first DQ in race history for a race infraction. Birthdays, 1940, Dick Curl. That's right, Dick Curl. Coach
That's the worst disease you can... Oh, no, sorry.
NFL in Europe, born on this date, 1940. Braves coach Eddie Perez, born in 1968, won a World Series as a player in 95 here, and as a coach in 21, born in Ciudad Ojeda, Venezuela. Rory McIlroy, born on this day in
37 years old. You don't give their ages. You just give the date they were born. You make people have to add it up in their freaking heads. Why do you do that?
That's right.
Rory McIlroy is 37.
I did not say there would not be math.
And Perez is 58. I've worked that out for you, so you don't have to worry about it. You're going to tell about Erin Andrews now, aren't you? When was she? What day was she born?
I'm going to go with these other more interesting things. Deaths, 1938. Kano Jigoro, Japanese educator and founder of judo, dies at 77. Ironically, he died from a fall.
Oh, no. Yeah.
See, it was judo. Judo. Ernie Harwell died on this day in 2010 at the age of 92. Don Shula passed on this day in 2020.
Well, there you are. We have so much more.
What were you going to say now?
No, I was going to. Erin Andrews' birthday is 48 years old, and I know we're late, Jeff. Don't get nervous. I still it makes me very sad. I remember the time that I think there was actually audio of her where that guy was spying on her through her hotel door window and got pictures of her in the keyhole. Yeah, a keyhole. And I remember her comment. I think it might have been just a quote, but she said she called her father and said, "Daddy, there are nude pictures of me on the internet." And she was just heartbroken. And she called her dad. She said, "Daddy, there's somebody did this on." I mean, poor girl. And she's a very well-respected broadcaster still. I think she's still working and doing stuff. Erin Andrews, 48 years old. Anyway, Pete Davis, Lancaster at 5:32. Kimmer, Pete, Flounder, and Jeff. And we got so much more on your Happy Monday. How's it going? Look out. Here we go.
Support the advertisers and partners that share your values. Give our extra advertisers the first shot to earn your business. They will deliver for you every time and support the extra community like no one else. Connect with all of our partners online at extra1063.com.
Well, I didn't lose my wallet when I thought I lost my wallet for a while. And again, I love to tell this story because Atlanta Safe House is ready for you if you're looking for some place to keep your stuff safe. Now, again, when I lost my wallet, even if I hadn't found it again, it's not for a nice lady in the neighborhood, I would have had copies of the stuff I needed in case I needed it for my kids or, legal papers and the marriage and divorce things and real estate transactions, to say nothing of your medical records, which, again, I didn't have a safe in Florida when I retired. And, I have the end of the story. It's my own fault when I didn't have it when I needed them. Well, now Atlanta Safe House has deals all over the place for you. They have like 500 of them right now. Their brand new location, Union Hill Road in Alpharetta. And they have big safes and little safes and pistol safes and gun safes and safes for bows and arrows and for jewelry and photo. I mean, whatever you're looking for. They have, great big safes. If you want them mostly empty, you got them mostly empty to pile whatever you want in there. If you like nooks and crannies, they've got that too. They can design anything you're looking for. They never give out your master reset code either, by the way, protecting your rights as well as your stuff. The top names like Browning and Fort Knox and all of them, sales and rebates and specials all the time. Celebrating their move to Union Hill Road, AtlantaSafeHouse.com.
For a lot of drivers, the question isn't, should I buy a Toyota? It's, where should I buy it? Because the dealership matters long after the paperwork is signed. My good friends at Marietta Toyota, well, they've built their reputation the right way. Trust, consistency, and of course, most importantly, taking care of the neighbors and customers for over 50 years, proudly serving the Marietta area since 1975. You get real selection, straightforward answers, and a team that respects your time. Here's the difference most dealerships don't include. Every new Toyota comes with our nationwide lifetime powertrain warranty. That's valid for unlimited time and unlimited mileage for as long as you own your Toyota. That's long-term confidence backed by Toyota quality and supported by a full team here after the sale with service and genuine Toyota parts on Cobb Parkway South. It's time for you to visit Marietta Toyota on Cop Parkway South, about 3 miles north of Truist Park. Marietta Toyota. We've been here, and we'll be here for you.
Nationwide lifetime powertrain warranty included with every new Toyota purchase. See dealer for coverage details, exclusions, and requirements.
I'm Patrick Brown, former Army Ranger in the United States Army. Like many service members, I had to make difficult choices when leaving the military, and the most challenging thing was finding purpose in a new phase of life. Housing, employment, education, way too many decisions and no idea where to start. That was until I met the Warrior Alliance. They made it simple. They listened and quickly connected me to the services I needed. And like a trusted friend, they even followed up to make sure I was squared away. Change a veteran's life today by donating at thewarrioralliance.org, helping warriors navigate to success after service.
You should never need financing for a simple garage door repair, but it's happening here. Out-of-town companies have invaded Atlanta for a cash grab, charging outrageous prices. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage, Entry Doors, and Windows. Stay local and stay on budget for every opening of your home. All Four Seasons, trusted in Atlanta for over 25 years, exceptional customer service, and fair, honest pricing. When trust matters, trust us. All the number 4 Seasons Garages.
Hey, it's Drake Baldwin. Everyone knows my winning team on the field, but when there's no hot water, I need a win at my home base. When it comes to plumbing, my winning team is Superior. Superior Plumbing is there whenever I need a leak repaired, toilet replaced, or a water heater installed. For over 40 years, they've been Atlanta's go-to plumbers. And Superior is still locally owned. For Superior, there's no job too small.
For Superior, the honest one, call 770-422.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Stream Clay Travis and Buck Sexton, Glenn Beck, Fox News, and even NASCAR on Sundays. Anywhere on the Extra 106.3 app. Download the app now and get 24/7 access to the live stream, the latest news, and everything you need to know about Atlanta's only conservative talk station. Download the Extra 106.3 app for Apple or Android and check out even more great original content at thepodcastpark.com.
It's Neil Young. Actually, a sad day in history, but songs part of it coming up here. 1970. This was the day 4 students at Kent State University were killed, 11 wounded, by National Guard troops called out because of a out-of-control campus demonstration protesting Vietnam. 1970. The incident inspired Neil Young to compose Ohio, and that became a hit for Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. 1970, Kent State. And everybody forget a famous picture of the girl exclaiming why with her hands in the air and a dead body and so forth. Troubling times. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. And I got a couple of sports things coming up. But first of all, in fact, I'll do that, and then we'll do the birthday thing here in a second there, Jeff. First of all, a couple of sports things here, Pete Davis. On this day in 1966, outfielder Willie Mays with the San Francisco Giants at that point, San Francisco, hits his 512th career home run, and that broke Mel Ott's National League record for homers. Willie Mays would end with 660, third on the all-time list. Willie Mays started playing professional baseball at 14 with a steel mill team, and then professional in the Birmingham Black Barons of the Negro League at 16. Willie Mays signed with the New York Giants in 1950, made his debut at the Polo Grounds, went 0 for 12. 0 for 12. Willie Mays, on his 13th bat, hit a home run. And then he was also, again, started 0 for 12. That season, he was also Rookie of the Year and helped the Giants win the National League pennant. Anyway, he was drafted into the Army in 52 when he was asked about the famous catch in deep center field when he turned and ran, caught the ball over his shoulder with his back to the infield, then spun around and fired it back to keep the infield runners from advancing. When he was asked about the play, Willie Mays said, "I don't rank them, I just catch them." Willie Mays. And, of course, he told me to go shove it the time I tried to interview him at Arizona State University about 1971. Turned his back on me. Wow, sorry. Anyway, one more thing. This is kind of funny. I found this at a part of another history thing, which I thought was amusing, and here we go. This day, 1924, the Summer Olympics in Paris were held. A couple of unusual things. The person who won 3 gold medals in swimming and a bronze in water polo and went on to become Tarzan, Johnny Weissmuller, won 3 golds and a bronze at the Paris Olympics in 24. You know who else won a gold medal? Dr. Benjamin Spock. Do you know what Dr. Benjamin Spock won a gold medal for in the 1924 Paris Olympics? Rowing. That's incredible. The baby doctor. The movie Chariots of Fire, 1981, was based on that Summer Olympics, 1924, and the runners Eric Liddell and Harold Abrams in those Olympics. Remember the movie? Very well. And the Chariots of Fire theme song, too. And now, birthday list includes Anna Gasteyer. Anna Gasteyer was the first Saturday Night Live cast member ever to be pregnant while she was on the show. She was the first pregnant cast member. The second cast member to be pregnant on the show was Tina Fey. Did you know that Tina Fey was a virgin when she got married?
Yep.
She saved herself for marriage. And Anna Gasteyer was famous. We used to love this role when she would play one of the girls on the public radio PBS called-in radio show. And they were, in fact, they interviewed a fellow, I believe his name was the Schweddy, Mr. Schweddy from the Schweddy Food Factory.
Pete Schweddy.
Pete Schweddy. And he would make Christmas and holiday balls and meatballs and matzo balls and so forth. And they interviewed him, Anna Gasteyer, interviewing him on public radio here, if you will, Jeff.
The thing that I most like to bring out at this time of the year are my balls.
Balls. Wow. You have some beautiful balls. They're bigger than I expected.
I know a lot of people tell me that.
Look at that, Terry, the way they glisten.
That's because I make sure that each one of my balls gets plenty of oil.
Can I touch your balls?
Go ahead, but be careful. They're very delicate.
Wow. I can't wait to get my mouth around this ball. Ooh, I like the way your balls smell.
Do whatever you want to them, ladies. My balls are here for your pleasure.
Well, anyway, that's kind of the theory about
meatballs.
the meatballs, the holiday meatballs from the Schweddy Meatball Company. So please, I don't know what you were thinking. All right, 5:43. Oh, and keeping with that, this is a rather bizarre story. A Frenchman, Guillaume Sébastien Roger Matelet, 48 years old, was on a Swiss International Airline flight, first class from Switzerland to Miami. Or actually, maybe not from Switzerland, from Zurich to Miami. A French guy, 48 years old. He was sitting in first class next to a woman, a 29-year-old woman, who was sound asleep. She dozed off. International long flight, obviously. 2 other passengers started noticing something. They noticed this French guy fondling the sleeping woman. One guy started taking cell phone pictures. He got very concerned. The guy was moving his hand up and down in a various motion, trying to get the between her while she was sleeping. A flight attendant came over and said, "Is that your wife?" And he said, "No," and mumbled something. He said, "You have to move." So they kicked him into coach. When the woman they woke up the woman. He was rubbing her everywhere between her, the whole thing. They woke her up and told her what happened. She started crying. She was shaking and crying, totally shocked. Then the guy who was sent to coach came back as they were getting off the plane, came back to get his belongings and handed the woman a note. The note said, "You look beautiful when you're sleeping." Yeah. He molested her while she was sleeping and then left her a note when he got off the plane under arrest and said, "You look beautiful when you're sleeping." And then he told the people on the plane, "I didn't do anything. Nothing happened on that flight." And then he said, "Well, okay, I touched her a little, but it was no big deal." He said originally he wanted to get her phone number and give her his phone number. And that's why he was fondling her and then left her a note about how beautiful she was. Yeah, he'll be in court Monday in Miami. God, I mean, they just, who would even think of such a thing? On the plane. It's not like they can't see you doing it. All right, 5:46. That's honestly. Kara P. Flounder and Rocket Man on a horn. All right, look at it. We got it all. Look at it. Stand by.
The Morning Extra, Neil Bortz, and The Kimmer Show are all online for you anytime at thepodcastpark.com. Plus all of Extra's exclusive podcasts like Ben Burnett, Janelle King, and so much more. All at thepodcastpark.com. Presented by Associated Credit Union.
Hey, it's Front Office Lowe's for Howard Brothers. Howard Brothers has everything for your yard, but did you know they're serious about grilling too? Let's fire up the grill with top quality spices, sauces, and all the accessories you need to keep things cooking from Howard Brothers. Whether you're using charcoal, wood pellets, or propane, their team can help you bring the flavor every time. Skip the big box stores and visit the grill experts at Howard Brothers, Duluth, Lula, and Oakwood.
I know there are plenty of HVAC companies out there, but here's why Central Heating and Air Conditioning stands out. These days, it's hard to tell who's on first. Companies are changing hands, showing up with new names. You may not even realize it's not the same team anymore. But Central, they've never left the field. They've been your hometown team since 1947, and that kind of consistency matters, especially when you're trusting someone with your home. Central's team knows HVAC inside and out, delivering dependable service, personalized solutions, and showing up when it counts. No surprises, no switching jerseys, just the same trusted team Atlanta has relied on for generations. When it comes to HVAC, that's a grand slam. Carrier products, carrier warranty, and carrier peace of mind. Call 770-GET-HEAT or visit centralheat.com. That's 770-GET-HEAT or go to centralheat.com. Central Heating and Air Conditioning, delivering carrier comfort for the world we share.
We're smart, we care. We're Central Heating and Air.
Right now, new car prices are out of control. Yes, it's more affordable to buy a used vehicle, but can you really trust what you're getting? That's why I use VIX Auto Care. VIX can perform a pre-purchase inspection of the vehicle I'm thinking about. They'll check it out from top to bottom, so I know if there are any potential problems. VIX helps me make the right decision. So before you buy, give VIX a try. VIX Auto Care on Roswell Street in Marietta. Visit them at VIXAutoCare.com. That's VIKS Autocare.com.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
You and your buddy, you've been through a lot with each other. The ups and the downs. He's been with you every morning, noon, and night. You've traveled the world together. Heck, he was even with you on your first big date. But have you noticed he's struggling lately? Not performing on the job. He can't even stand up straight anymore. He's wanting to cry out for help, but just doesn't know how. He needs Dr. Deal and Total Body Therapy of Georgia. They can give him the gift of good posture this year, help him stand proud and become all he was meant to be. Now, take him by the hand, look him in the eye and say, "I appreciate you, little fella, and we're going to get you some help." We're going to call 404-777-1911. We're going to visit tbtofga.com. We are going to say goodbye to erectile dysfunction forever. Total Body Therapy of Georgia. It's a hard conversation to have, but it's one worth having. Total Body Therapy of Georgia. Online at tbtofga.com.
Some people in today's world really feel forgotten. There's a Jewish woman named Esther I'd like to tell you about. In her home in Israel, Esther is living through days and nights in fear. Sirens are sounding, rockets screaming through the sky, long stretches spent in a bomb shelter. She's 84 years old. Esther's frightened. She's fragile. She's alone. Imagine that. No help, no food deliveries, no medical care, no one knocking at her door in a war zone. But because of people like you, she doesn't feel alone. She's not alone. Through the fellowship, you're there, bringing food, meeting urgent needs, reminding the Jewish people that, just like Esther, you're not forgotten. In times of fear and uncertainty, your compassion brings hope and help. Esther asks that you hear these words. To those who give, you are doing a very great mitzvah, a good deed. Give from your heart. May God protect you. Your gift to God's people is truly hope-giving and life-saving. Please don't wait. Call 888-488-IFCJ right now. 888-488-IFCJ or go to ifcj.org.
Up against the wall, long hair. This is a very aggressive opening riff here. I don't like it. Jimi Hendrix, 1967. Jimi Hendrix's experience on Britain's Top of the Pops. He did Purple Haze, and during the afternoon rehearsals in 1967, Mick Jagger went to the studio to see Jimi Hendrix. 1967. Yeah, let's see. Birthday list include. Oh, I got a story. In fact, I'll bet you. Now, Jeff, you probably never heard my Green Day story. A Great Day Out, have you?
Not yet.
Big
day out.
No, you got a big day out. Now, see, my flounder shirt. It's on my bingo card. Pete Davis, don't get mad at me. I got to tell the story, especially since, well, there's something behind the scenes that Anyway, our birthday list includes Mike Dirnt. Mike Dirnt is 54. He's the bass player for Green Day. Many years ago, might have been late 90s. The radio station 96 Rock. Had a bunch of guys on who used to tease me quite a bit because I was a right-wing screaming, yelling conservative, and I would make fun of hippies and freaks and stuff like that. And we used to have kind of a little feud going between 96 Rock and me in their morning show, Sissy, Easy, and Barry.
It was 99X.
99X. I'm sorry, you're right. And Jimmy, it was Jimmy, Sissy, Easy, and Barry. I used to call him. Anyway, and so they used to tease me as a stupid old guy, and I used to tease them and say, well, all your listeners are, a bunch of, drug addicts and everything, high school kids. So they actually sent me a cardboard box filled with urine samples. Supposedly from their teenage audience saying, well, and I remember going there and saying, oh, we have one here from 14-year-old Melissa. She has herpes and, chlamydia. And I mean, it was the whole thing went back and forth. Okay, they picked on me and I picked on them. Okay. The concert, Big Day Out, Green Day performing, and I get tickets from 99X. They sent me tickets for me and my final wife and her son, my stepson, the barman, who went to Love It. We talked about Love It earlier in the show. Okay, so we're sitting there, and they gave us great tickets right in the front row behind the orchestra. So there's the stage, the orchestra, or the lighting technicians and the guys in the pit. So there's the stage, the pit, and then I'm in the front row with my wife and stepson for the rest of the audience. Okay. During the show, three or four guys behind me were skinheads. And like 20-ish something skinheads. And rowdy and acting up and so forth. And let's see how it started. At one point, one of the skinheads behind me kind of flicked my shoulder or something because they didn't like. I mean, I was 55 years old or whatever, and they just didn't want us there at the Green Day concert. And then so they were kind of just being ornery, and I didn't do anything until I saw him flick my wife's hair. Okay, and then I saw him reach into his pocket real quick and go like that and put something out of his pocket and put it back in again. And when he flicked my wife's hair, I turned around to him and I said, that better be a sandwich, because if you pull it out of there, you're going to eat it. And when I said that, security guards came over and took all those guys away because they were being, outrageous for the whole freaking section. When they took him away, somebody said, no, the barman said, well, that's what you get from messing. I think it was the barman said, that's what you get from messing with the Kimmer on the radio station. And the little girl next to us on the front row said, oh my God, that's the Kimmer. Oh my God, we hear about you on the radio. Thank you for saving us. That guy was scared the crap out of us the whole time. And it was when I told him I'm going to make him eat it. It was a screwdriver. He was armed with a screwdriver. And when I confronted him, told him he's going to pull it out, you're going to eat it, and the security guard threw him away. That was the story about that. And that's what happened at the big day out with Green Day and the 99X people. Anyway, so Green Day guy birthday, Mike didn't serve bass player. So anyway, sorry, it was just kind of a long story. But
it's May 4th, and we've gotten the Green Day screwdriver incident story out of the way.
Well, it's only early May, so I was going to wait for the summer to bring that one back. Yeah, like I know what's going on. All right, 5:56. God, I can't believe it. We do, well, let's see. I'm going to save the John Ossoff story. Apparently, John Ossoff, your temporary senator from Georgia, who's about to be losing his race from either Buddy Carter, Mike Collins, or Derek Dooley. And apparently, John Ossoff got $700,000 from the Southern Poverty Law Center. And he's all excited about it. In fact, John, by the way, did you know that John Ossoff, the senator, you know what his background is? He made documentary films. He's famous for his editing. And he also spent 5 years working as a top aide for Hank Johnson.
John Lewis.
Yeah. Hank Johnson. He worked for Hank Johnson for 5 years, according to what I looked up on. In fact, I'll show you. I got it right here. Did he also work for John Lewis? I don't know about that, but I guarantee you, I know I got it right here. I even looked it up. Congressional staffer, 5 years, national security aide to Hank Johnson. And then he did documentaries. In fact, he was so famous for his editing that they made him a special editing executive. They gave him a special Hollywood prize because he's a Hollywood trust fund baby candidate.
Nobody still knows who this guy is.
Yeah, John
What
Ossoff.
he's done.
Yeah, he hadn't done
Nobody
anything.
knows who this guy is.
Yeah, he hadn't
a
done
carpetbagger just came in and
That's right.
and got a Senate seat.
That's right. He worked for Hank Johnson, and he does documentary films. But he's good at those documentaries. He can turn white people baiting up black people into a wonderful documentary to show racism in America. Yeah, that's your senator. That's your United States senator. I mean, it's almost hard to believe.
Name one thing he's done.
Well, you can't. Complain about the post office. So do I. Anyway, it's just unbelievable. Anyway, we got time for one more Flounders Funny. How about that for we adios ourselves?
We're driving to a Mexican restaurant. It's a true story. A Mexican restaurant after church, and my mother announces in the car that she will be ordering in Spanish. And I said, do not do that, okay? That's a terrible. Why not, John? I want to be immersive in the culture. I was like, well, we're at Chewy's, so... These are white high school dropouts, okay? No. These kids don't speak English or Spanish, okay? Yo quiero. I go, no, mother, no. There's no should be coming out of your mouth.
Mom.
It's a cultural experience. We're in between a Cycle Bar and a Panera, okay? There's no... I want to do it, John. Why can I do it? And this is what I told her. I go, okay, Mom. She said, why can I order in Spanish? I go, what other ethnic restaurant would that be acceptable for you to do?
Think about it.
Here we go, Duluth. All right, yeah. See, y'all got nervous. I know, y'all got nervous. Oh no, yeah, that's how y'all are, and that's what makes y'all great. No, I said, what other ethnic restaurant would that be appropriate to do? You wouldn't walk into a Chinese restaurant. Oh, I have the wonton soup. No, I'm agreeing with you. You wouldn't. Oh, I have an egg roll. You would not. And you would never do that. Listen, before you get all offended, white people, okay? How mad would you be if you were sitting at a Cracker Barrel? Some Latino guy sat next to you and go, I reckon I get some biscuits and a sweet tea.
And that would be?
That would be Mr. Joe Christ.
Ah, there you go.
John.
Anyway,
I think it's John Christ.
Joe,
John
what's
Christ,
the
I
difference?
apologize.
Jeff, have a great time with the morning show for a while, and we'll welcome you back if they ever let you go. In the meantime, Pete Davis and the Mountains of Macon and Flounder and the whole gang, sing me home, Christine. I gotta go. You're killing me, baby. Look out. Look out. Herb. Stand by.
The Kimmer Show is live on your ride home on WFOM and W292 EV Marietta, a Dickey Broadcasting Station.
Not
budging on Iran. I'm Lisa Lacera, Fox News. President Trump says the strikes against Iran are going very well 6 weeks in.
They have no Navy. They have no Air Force. They have no anti-aircraft equipment. They have no radar. They have no nothing. They have no leaders, actually.
The president with the comments during a small business summit as the U.S. looks to help ships stranded in the Strait.